Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening, or this afternoon, or this morning, wherever this finds you, whenever this finds you. Today we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign, or it's our quarantine campaign, playing the classic Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, playing through 2013's Legacy of the Crystal Shard. And with me today are the Quarantine Crusaders themselves, the stars of the Legacy of the Crystal Shard campaign. I'll go with the order I've got you guys on the screen here. I want you to tell us who you are, who you're playing, and change your name again. Nice. And what level are you currently? First up is Lex with a brand new sobriquet. So.
Hey everybody, I am Lex Barrack Slayer Wiltshire, and I'm playing Dave. No, just kidding. I'm Dave playing Lex, and Lex is a 5th level half-elf ranger of Myliki.
Outstanding. Just getting my coffee in my... Today I went full out, on brand, with my Dungeon Musings mug. Next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John. I'm playing Falkril Hawkfriend. He is a half-elven ranger and cleric, especially priest of Solinar. I'm level 5 in both classes.
Very nice. Next up is Mo.
Hi, I'm Morris. I'm playing Thomas Branner, who is a 5th level fighter.
Excellent. And last but certainly not least is Andrew.
Hello everyone, I am Andrew. I have my familiar with me, and I am playing Kola Hammerstone, a level 4 dwarven priest of Clangeddon.
Awesome. So what? Let's see here. The last session was we saw some more developments on around the region of Lactin Ashir. What happened last time, guys?
Let's see. We
Hopefully I did not die.
no. We made plans to go out into the Lactin Ashir to ambush / attack some pirates, and it took about 3 days before they eventually showed up in force to attack us. 3 boats with 5 each in them. We pretty much took it to them as hard as we could, and everybody made it home. We lost 2 fishermen, wiped out all the pirates. We tried to save a few, but the hypothermia got them.
Also, the sabotaging their ship after they were webbed to the ship.
Yes, Lex was the MVP of the battle.
That did play a role in that too.
And Falkril decided to spring one of their boats a leak, so as they were drifting away, couldn't control, they started to sink down into the depths. And yes.
Yeah.
Slow sinking death while trapped and not able to help yourself.
Yeah.
No, that's just some more ghosts for Lake Dinnershire.
Exactly.
And,
Although they could have been breaking through the web at like half speed or something, so they might have eventually gotten free.
I think they needed a strength of 12 and even have a hope in hell of doing that. So, yeesh.
Yeah, so we made it back to town, had a little funeral for the 2 fishermen that we lost, spread the news, met some lady, I forget her name, but she lost her husband in the initial pirate attack, and pointed us to an area in the equidistant between here and East Haven, where she saw some smuggler towards the evening, and we decided to go out there and investigate. In the dense fog and pitch black of the night, we came across a flatboat that we kind of half snuck up onto, and ambushed the smugglers while they were moving. I think that's where we left it.
Yes. You captured
Isn't he the ferryman from East Haven?
He is. And his name is... I want to say Cedric, but I don't think that's right. Let's see. His name is... Sorry, I grabbed too many books. Too many books on my ottoman. Oh. Come on. Where are you? Ah, Pete's sake. Sorry, guys. Let's see. His name is Secret for the Ages, apparently. Here we go. His name is Creedon. Creedon's... Here, I'll spell for you in the chat, too. And Creedon, it seems, he seemed to think that you guys were pirates coming upon him, because he was saying that he was on your side. He's on your side. And he knew Derek. Yeah. And then when he lit the lantern and saw that it was actually, 3 elves and a human with a big sword, he realized that he was mistaken. So let's pick up our scene from there, guys. So our scene opens with him kind of staggering back with the lantern, and he kind of looks left, looks right, trying to figure out how he can get out of this circumstance. You're still... Both boats are the ferry and the boat that you guys are on are still completely shrouded in mist as well too. So he's going to be standing kind of stunned and slowly making his way away from you guys, like backed up. What are you guys doing?
Lovely night for boating.
I think we'd actually touched the boat to touch now, had they?
Yep.
But
Prepare to be
Tommy's going to
boarded.
effectively board the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, Lex will hop off.
So you guys all step onto the ferry, and you can see now that the ferry is driven by kind of a propeller type thing that switches back and forth and pushes it forward rather than an actual sail. There is a sail, but it's completely furled, I guess, right now. Learning the words is fun. So as he backs up and you guys each step off over, he still's like, I don't have anything. I don't have anything of value.
Do we look like pirates to you?
I don't know anything about pirates. What are you doing out here?
Except that you know Derek, who just happens to be the leader of the pirates. So why don't you cut to the crap?
Cut to the crap or cut it?
Cut the crap.
I want nothing but bullshit from you.
I want nothing but bullshit from now until you die.
Exactly. So he staggers back and, seeing your, that you were a well-armed group. I rolled a random reaction for him. He still seems to be persisting in this. I don't know what you must have misheard something. What are you doing out here? His eyes are really, really wide. He is speaking very quickly. You don't need to make any kind of wisdom check to tell that this guy is terrified right now.
Word is that there's a barge, like craft that's cooperating with the pirates, and so we came out here to look for it. And lo and behold, here you are. And you're with Derek, and you're with them.
I was just. You must have misheard. I'd heard that name. I'd heard that name before, and I had a late client, a late charter. I had a late charter.
In the darkness and in the fog with no light. I'm sure that
no one else would do it. What do you want? What is it you want?
So what are you getting out of this that you would just, betray East Haven and the people of the lake?
You keep saying these things. I didn't do anything. I'm going
to persist. I'll just keep pushing him.
Okay.
I might walk up beside Lex and look at the poor Cretan. And just say, lad, maybe another question for you would be, what kind of power do they have over you? What do they have on you?
And he looks down
this
at Cola and looks back at Lex, who's slowly forcing him towards the edge of his ferry, and he says, they found me, and they know about my family. They made me. I had to do it. I had to bring them supplies.
What do they know about your family?
They know where they are. Didn't you see? They came to East Haven. Weren't you there?
We were not there.
No.
But we were at Caer-Dineval yesterday or 2 days ago, when 3 ships of pirates attacked innocent fishermen. We lost 2 fishermen, but they lost 3 boats of pirates. We're going to end this. You can decide now what side you want to be on.
Oh, I don't know
Tell
what.
us where the pirates are.
All right. Yes, I can tell you where they are. Just wait, just the 4 of you? And that old man? Derek's he's got some kind of thing. Some black ice magic thing. I don't know where he got it, but it's... You're not going to have a hope against him.
Son, we've dealt with this black ice before. And trust us, we know what we're doing.
Wait, I thought you said you weren't pirates. Are you pirates now too? Are you going to become pirates? Is that what you want it for?
I'll just look at Lex with my eyes.
We want to dispose of it. Black ice isn't good for nothing. It's good men bad.
Yeah, that would be good.
Souls.
That's what we should do. You should destroy it. Yes. I can help. I can be of great help. Where do you...
You eliminate the pirates, you have no threat to your family. You can go back to being honest ferryman.
That would be great. Yes, I want that. I want that very much. Where?
So what do you know about their location? What do you know about this?
I know precisely where they are. I could take you there.
Well, we wouldn't want you to get in danger doing so. But yes.
He looks around at all of you, and last ends in the dwarf, and says, "Would you understand if I told you?"
Told me what?
And the old guy says in the back, "I would." And he kind of looks back at Creedon, or Creedon looks over at him, I should say, and so he can give the specific directions to him as well. And after he says, "Is that what you want? You'll let me go?"
But if he's just lying to us, then we waste our time. So I think he shows us.
I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie to you. No. I want the pirates gone as much as you do.
I think you take us there and we offload and deal with them.
I think if he takes us, Lex says, I think if he takes us somewhere and we can see that there's pirate activity, he can bugger off at that point. He doesn't need to be seen dropping us off.
Well, Thomas points out that this barge is a lot better for transporting heavily armed fighters than the small craft we are using.
It also means that whoever's on here is more susceptible if they get some lucky shot and potential loss.
Okay.
Well, I'm not
disputing
the idea. Like it's the good point to be made. It's just there's the pro and con.
Yeah.
Well,
we
doesn't give us any cover.
The ramp goes down and we assault the beach.
So of the two, the ferry, it definitely can accommodate more things, but the trade-off there is that it really doesn't have any. There's no cover. The boat doesn't have an awful lot of cover either, but it is really just a flat open surface here. The other thing is that the ferry moves a lot slower than the boat can. Right now, they're both probably moving. The boat's moving a little bit faster just because it's a little sleeker and more aqua dynamic. Is that a word?
It is now.
Hydrodynamic.
Yeah. Hydrodynamic. Okay, thank you. The thing is that with the if the wind picks up again tomorrow and this fog blows off, it'll be a lot faster moving in the boat. The thing is, I guess the trade-off there is that if it speeds up and whatnot, the ferry is an expected craft to be seen, whereas your boat's not.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys thinking?
So we've really got sort of two options. trouble is we didn't bring our good armor with us, so I think we're going to need to go back to armor up properly. And then it's both sides have their pros and cons. I mean, it depends really on the weather. If it's nice and foggy, and the ferry can get up real close, you have the advantage of surprise.
The old guy asks, "You're planning on putting armor on, metal armor, and then getting on a boat?"
I think we do this without our armor. We go now, and we take them by surprise.
Yeah, that's the other option.
Yeah, not to. I'm not saying that to say don't do it, but I mean, just a reminder: the way swimming in armor works in AD&D is you don't. If you got metal armor, you sink. Full stop.
Well, Tom points out, well, possibly there's a third way. If we take the smaller boats, if we find out where they are.
But if we get assaulted on the way.
Yeah, but we could scout it out, find where it was, land away from it, get our armor off the boats, put it all on, and then approach overland from the other side, as it were.
What does this place look like, Creedon?
Maybe we could get him to draw us.
They've placed a camp. You'll approach. It's on the side. There is a small beach, and then there is a road, not a road, a path leading up from there to the encampment. There's about 40 of them now. Oh, excuse me. And there's Derek. Wait, no, so there is about 20 of them now, and there's Derek.
Because we took out 15 yesterday.
No, I just forgot. When I was doing the numbers this morning, I forgot that what I had decided yesterday was the numbers. And this morning I was just a little anxious for putting tokens down.
Well, you're okay to say there was 35 yesterday, and now there's 20 because that.
So we could possibly have to fight up a track to a camp on the ridge if they have a picket or a scout out.
Dave, 35 yesterday. You guys took out 15 yesterday. That's where the 20 comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you guys thinking?
I get what Tom's saying though, because if he's going to be in a frontline fight, he probably would prefer to have his armor on, and so would Cola.
Yeah.
We could go back and get the armor and put it in boats. Just don't wear it and try to sneak up on these guys and get your armor on the beach.
Well,
is that something you guys want to do?
Well,
So
if the ferryman tells the old guy where it is, the old guy could go fetch our armor and bring it to us while we're going there.
You trust this person?
Maybe. One of us could go with him.
So what happens if we get there and the ferryman shows up? We're on the boat now. They see us on the boat. We're going to start fighting.
Yeah. I'm comfortable just going with what I have, but.
Well, yeah, but you don't have metal armor. I have Silverbeard, and
actually, Alcarol and Lex both do have metal armor that we both took off and put back on stud leather. So
yeah.
What you can.
You also don't have a house rule named after your really crappy points.
Yeah.
That is very true.
One thing Creedon will tell you though is these are they're not wearing anything heavier than leather either. So it will be difficult that you're going in, but this is not like you're going in to face dwarven warriors with plate mail and shields and shit like that. Like these guys are in the same boat that you are, da-dum-dum, where they've got they can't wear heavy armor for fear of if they fall overboard. I mean, they're going to die if they fall overboard anyway, but
it's also quite expensive compared to what they are. So, do we try and get our better armor? Or do we just assault now and form a flying V and try to get to Derek and just say, right, it's all over, guys?
It's also early night, so if we go now, maybe we can catch them there's a sleeping and not ready. If we go and get prepared, there's a chance that they figure something's up. And
okay, let's go now. But be prepared to withdraw if we face sort of, if it looks like we're not getting anywhere. But I think we need to try and grab Derek and just say, right, the fight's over, guys.
Yeah.
Kind of like we did with Barrack Hammerstone.
Well,
Yeah, that went so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they were all like armored to the teeth. So
And your friendly DM wouldn't mislead you through an NPC. Come on.
Yeah.
Who were
Right,
going to
so-
So we're going on the boat, on the barge, for a more direct approach. Is that, and then we're leaving the heavy stuff here, so that we can avoid.
Well, we're not going back for it.
Yeah, Cola,
Right.
we're assuming that you would have changed into set leather instead of wearing the metal, because if you were wearing metal armor and you go overboard, you will quickly
no
learn.
resistance to cold is going to help me then.
No, exactly. And we actually had we had one PC go overboard yesterday.
it was Lex.
Yeah.
Gorwin, actually.
Gorwin, yeah. So
Fair enough. Okay, so if I've got studded armor, then I've got some AC.
yeah.
If I got nothing, then I'm relying
Studded is
on
what?
casting
Studded, I think, is
silver
7,
beard.
right? Yeah.
That gives you
7 plus whatever your AC bonus is plus your shield.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have an AC bonus or shield, but I can cast Silverbeard and give myself a +1. So
There you go. So 6. Better than nothing.
better, and maybe hopefully better than what they've got. So
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
I normally do carry a spare buckler, so
I don't tend to get up close and personal anyway. I think I'm going to stick to our original plan and just rely on like spiritual hammer.
Okay. So then, anything else you guys wish to do? This is like I said, this is in the middle of the night. This is probably 2 or 3 in the morning. What
So
do you guys?
do we let Carrick Creedon go and just
He's
hop in
taking
our
it
boat?
there. No, I thought the idea was we'd approach with the on the barge.
The barge is supposed to be empty.
Or we can lie flat.
We can put some crates on and hide behind them.
Where are we getting crates from? We're in the middle of the lake.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe
I love
we
the
didn't
fun.
explain that part. Maybe we didn't explain that part very well. We went out on a fishing boat. We found this guy on his way from East Haven to somewhere on the
I
eastern
thought we were
shore.
on land.
Yeah.
trying to go up.
We're
I realized
actually
we're still on the lake.
we're two boats together on the lake.
That's great. So now we need to get some crates. That goes out into the fog-filled lake.
That's a brilliant
terrific.
idea.
Okay.
We can definitely go on the barge. He'll just have to lie and say that if we land and there's people there, he'll just have to lie and say that these are new recruits or something.
Could we not? Do we have enough rope to tie the boats together single file in like a tail behind the barge so that our profile is smaller and they may not actually see? We can mask our approach.
If we're taking the barge, we don't need the fisherman in his boat.
Yeah, I guess it's just a matter of like, because you said the barge is supposed to be empty when it's approaching. So if we were sitting in the boats behind the barge, as the barge approaches, it will still look empty because they won't necessarily see the boats trailing behind it if we're approaching on the right angle. I don't know how the moonlight hits, but I mean,
Well, the fog's to our advantage too.
That's very true.
Yep.
All right. We're probably making this way more complicated. Let's just-
probably.
Yeah.
We don't ever do that, Dave. Are you kidding me? Come on, us.
Yeah.
Wait.
The fog's really thick, so by the time they'll see us, we'll be on top of them.
All right.
And if we're getting the sail from the old man, that's probably enough to at least give us enough of cover that we look little more than a bump on the floor. And by the time they realize, it's too late.
We ask Alishar
You okay?
if he wants to follow along to at least see where this place is. If things go poorly with us, you can let the next group of adventurers or heroes, or if the speaker from the 10 towns sends somebody.
He says that, if I'm giving you my sheet, if I'm giving you my sail, and they find that you're not successful in this, I'm not sure I'd make it back to Caer de Naval. I can row, but I can't outpace a ship with or a boat with a sail.
Yeah, I think there's also more than one small boat, isn't there? Because there's only really space for 2 of us at max, so there's got to be at least 2 boats that came with us.
Oh no,
Nope.
we only had to look
Nope.
like fishermen.
You guys all crammed. Yeah, the only reason you did that was
Oh, we
to.
crammed in. Oh, right.
Yeah, you guys all crammed into one boat this time.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
just trying to
Yeah,
appear
well-
like fishermen who normally only travel in 1s and 2s.
Yeah, maybe better to let him get a head start. If this goes south,
Well-
he's not getting home if he's waiting for us.
Yeah. We'll just
that
take the
also means
barge.
well, Thomas is going to point out that means we have no retreat, realistically, because the barge is slower than the pirates' boats.
That's a fair point. I don't know how much of a retreat we have at this point already, though.
Well, we're all, other than the dwarf, rather quick.
So we're good.
Fine.
We'll
We
just
don't need.
trip
We don't
Cola.
need to run away from a bear. I don't need to outpace the bear. I just need to outpace you.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Trip
There's no-
Cola.
Thomas recounts the tale of the age before the ages about people landing on a beach and not having the boats ready to pick them up.
Well, we better not fail then.
I mean, is the plan not like? What about the idea of like once we know where they are, just landing on shore a little bit further away and just.
Why don't you guys share with Andrew as well too? Because I don't think we talked about in the kind of the summary what you guys learned or what your understanding is right now of Derek, of sort of like how he came to be this pirate and how he's building his pirate fleet, as it were.
I believe someone gave him a black ice. Was it a black ice mast?
Well, the leader of the Cairdenval ordered one, and Derek, I think, took it.
Yeah.
The speaker of Cairdenval. They were doing it because they wanted to get ahead and beat the other towns and have better catch.
Teaching Care Koenig, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Derek took it one step further and decided to become a pirate.
That I remember. I think we learned that one a week ago when I was still here.
So there's definitely some black ice involved, and they had black ice totems on their pirate boats that allowed them protection from missiles.
Oh,
Which they may have in their camp, thinking about it.
that's delightful.
Which may affect, obviously, those of us that are archers.
Hopefully they're not expecting an assault on their camp.
Yeah.
I wonder if this black ice is acting like an arrow catch, that could cause a problem. I don't even know maybe my spiritual hammer might be able to deal with that because it's magic based, but I don't know.
Well, there seems
Only one way to find out.
Let's do it.
Well, the last thing I wanted to point as well too, just for Andrew's benefit, is the effect on the of the black ice on the pirates as well too. You guys there was some talk yesterday about how he was managing to build the fleet. You know, how he's drawing people to his cause, and the initial thought was that he's just giving them the, like, serve with us or die thing. But the pirates that you dealt with yesterday, they all seemed as fanatic as another group of fanatic warriors that you guys recently fought.
I see. So they've got to be, whether it's under their clothes or something, they've got some element of the black ice close to them, and it doesn't take much, as I know personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorwin,
I think we did recover some of the bodies, though. Did we find any black ice on the couple of bodies we recovered?
You guys recovered one body, didn't you? Everything else fell in the water.
Yes, 'cause the other one sunk. Yeah, the one we got out and tried to resuscitate.
Yeah.
So was he carrying any pendants? Or...
Nope.
No, we didn't think so. I should imagine Derek might be, but not the rank and file.
So it's not black ice, and it's not people being, pulled into service against their will. So are these people coming from like Luskin or what?
Well, they're not wearing black
No,
ice, but they could be affected by it.
If it's on their ships, or their boats, they're in pretty close proximity to it. Like, you're only about 5-6 feet away, and it's a pretty large piece.
And they're not
So we don't know how far. I know personally that you need to be touching it.
For a
But-
dwarf.
Sure.
Dwarves are in AD&D. Dwarves are super resistant to magic to the point where, unless it's armor, helms, that kind of stuff, magic has a chance of spell failure. We didn't actually have any of the humans try the black ice, and yesterday when we were on one of the boats, Gorwin just touched it briefly and could feel the effects. Like,
So there's a thought there that these humans, being not quite as hardy, stout stuff as us, might be able to be affected from a longer range, and so they don't need to be actually wearing it to feel the same effect.
or the effect is more prolonged, perhaps.
Mhm.
Or just more, yeah. Okay. So
That's
we can
just
count
like-
on them being
That's just like
paranoid.
what we saw yesterday with Gorwin. But
So we can count on them being paranoid, extremely aggressive, almost like fury.
Oh yeah, based on how they fought on the boats, the guy was not giving up, even though the one guy was outnumbered by the rest of us.
Okay. But that also means that they're also very fixated and like linear thinking. They've like one goal and they're not gonna veer from that kind of thing. That is also something that is a weapon we can use as well. I don't know how, but we need to keep them focused on their rage.
I prepared 2 control spells. Puffball. You guys saw me use it when we went after Cola. To kind of lock some.
It really seems less threatening when your spell's called Puffball.
Well,
And I have one cotton candy surprise. It causes them. No, listen, guys, it's an amazing spell.
I can't.
Captain Piper,
Tom's going to point out that web spell worked really well.
Mhm.
Now, if we can catch them asleep, we might be able to web quite a lot of them.
Mhm.
we'll see.
MVP Lex.
But that's
MVP.
tactical, but
I
that
would-
did seem to work on them.
That's just using the tools that the DM gave you.
Okay, so I think we've agreed to strategy.
All right, so let's
Okay.
go. We'll
Hit him hard. No retreat.
Okay. And then it is you guys are traveling on the barge then, and you're sending the old guy home.
Yeah, he can let everybody know where the pirate base is if we don't make it back.
All right then. Where did I put? Here we go. Weatherman, we need a forecast.
So what's our code word going to be for start the assault?
Mm.
Okay, there is precipitation today. Another one, Dave, please. You need like 3 percentile rolls if you like 3 more, I should say.
I think we did exactly the same thing we did last time.
Okay, so let's see here. So there is precipitation today. It's medium snow. So it's snowing today. Don't get wet. And it's only light wind. So you can picture it's this almost like serene, heavy snow coming down. And of course the skies are overcast, which means that the distance to sea is going to be quite low. It nicely clears up though, so Craddock, is his name Craddock? Creedon has no difficulty finding the location again. He's been here once or twice. How are you guys hiding? What's sort of the idea here?
I think we'll just be sitting on the boat or whatever, right? Like sitting in the middle of the craft, making it look like we're traveling.
There is a little, like I said yesterday, there is like most of it's open, but there is a little, not like a structure built onto it, like a cabin that, for really bad weather or, just staying dry in rainy conditions, you can go inside. So if you guys want to hide in there, there certainly is an opportunity to do that. Okay.
Sure. So we don't even know why Creedon was going there. Creedon, why were you going to pick up? Were you going to drop something off? What was your purpose of
He
traveling?
had been delivering supplies.
Okay.
Like
So he's got some supplies on board. He's got a reason to be going there.
no, he was coming back.
On the outbound run.
Yeah, he was coming
just
back.
delivered.
You guys are
He's
gonna have to
coming
come up with some reason for why. They have a watch, but they're not really the most organized, and they're not really, at least in their camp. And in these conditions, you know, they're not going to see him until until you're almost right upon them. So, if you guys want to, well, I guess here's, do you guys want to have a moment to talk about what your strategy is once you hit the beach, as it were?
Is there like just a dock where he loads up to? Like,
No, a dock would be an easy thing to spot. It's just a little, like, it's a spot on the shore that he has to spot where there's a path leading up this thing.
how many
He only
guards do you
chanced, to be honest, he only chanced upon it. You know,
So, are there
many
normally
guards?
guards there? I think that's the thing to ask him.
they're supposed to have one person watching, but honestly, these are fishermen who became pirates. They're mostly idle in the camp until they have to they're going out on a raid. Although if they go out every couple of days, so you may catch them, if you're lucky, you may catch them with more of the camp gone. Though if their camp is gone, Derek will be gone as well. What do you want out of this anyway? Are you trying to get them, kill all of them?
and the pirates?
If we get rid of Derek and the black ice, I think the problem will solve itself.
Getting rid of the black ice might be a challenge. We can send the boats with the stuff on it out into the water and sink them, and that might solve that problem. But if he's moored sitting in his little hideout area, that's gonna be tricky.
Thomas points out that boats are quite rare and expensive, so we just sink the black ice and take the boats as booty.
You could chop the masts off, sure. That's easier to rebuild.
Oh no, they were little plaques that were sort of nailed to the mast. So all you need is just something to lever it off.
Oh,
and then
okay.
a gloved hand to, well, we wouldn't put it in the shore, but just a gloved hand to throw it in the deep bit.
I think if we arrest Derek and bring him back, I don't know. His people are not going to let us do that. This is.
Well, we might have to kill some of them, but
Well,
if we take the leader out.
Prefer not to kill all of them.
Hey, Lord of Battle, are you going soft? Come on.
Well, the other thing would be to, even though boats are expensive, is effectively destroy their boats, which would destroy their means of attack. But I'd rather retain those because obviously that's some recompense to the people at East Haven who are raided, and also the families of the fishermen who died.
Fair. Part of me also thinks these boats could be used by those same people as some sort of recompense for.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
These,
Yeah, I think that's what we did with the other two we got. We gave them to the families of the fishermen who bravely volunteered to take us out there.
And just we know these are pirates. These aren't guys who are like good people, right? They chose a pirate's life.
Well, the black ice
Yeah,
might be.
But we didn't liquidate everyone who followed Beric Hammerstone, did we?
No, but those dwarves were actually wearing black ice and being specifically affected.
Well, let's give them the benefit of the doubt for now and see what happens when we're on the ground. I
Totally
think the
fair.
agreed plan is to try and, I think, webbing some of the low-level guys and going after Derek and effectively try and get him to surrender.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's surrender first, and then we'll deal with the rest if we have to.
Okay.
So I think the idea is we'll try and floor a V. If you can distract them, I can get to Derek and then take him down.
Tom's our resident grappler.
Okay.
Don't I know it?
I was thinking more of the sword through the head than this one, but
We'll give it a shot.
there's also no handy several hundred feet drops to push people over either.
The camp is atop a cliff.
Oh right, oh, okay, that's something to bear in mind. Okay, I think we have a plan.
All right. So then, guys, let's cut. It's actually going to be about mid-afternoon by the time you guys reach the yeah. Sorry, Dave. I'll throw more. There will be more undead in the near future.
All right, good. We need some ghouls. My favorite enemy is not being used. Come on, guys.
Well, that's the story of the ranger, my friend.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, geez. It's it's tough when you're not having a focused, when it's only one type of adversary you're facing. So where he takes you is actually about here.
Human.
Could we send Bastard back with the location as well?
I think the old guy can handle it.
Okay.
Besides, we'll need him if we need to send a last minute ditch effort. Like we failed.
Well, or we succeed.
We see the bird fly into Caer-Dineval. Some person walks up to it. They unfurl the little, they untie the little knot on the leg. It pulls out a little scroll, rolls it out, and all it says is, "I belong to you now."
Good luck.
All right, so then here, guys, let me bring you over to the to a map here. So this is what the approach is going to look like. Let me bring you down. Bring you all the way down. Scroll out, scroll out. To down here. There you go. So this is your approach, guys. You can see, if you zoom out a scooch, you can see that there is that little beach there. And then it leads up, and the high point of the cliffs here is probably about 60 feet, and then it goes all the way along. You can't see any sign of anyone atop the cliffs, but what you can see, pretty cleverly hidden with tarps and then like gray kind of colored tarps, there are a bunch of boats that are moored to the side there. The snow is falling heavy as the boat. And let me actually adjust the size of your boat because I think there we go. Boom. The raft is a little bit bigger. There you go. So, what's the plan here, guys?
We're watching for sentries, and if we see them, we're shooting them.
Okay.
Well, only when they notice us. I think the idea is to go up to the landing, and then, because presumably it's quite short distance visibility here.
Mm-hmm.
Are we trying to sneak in?
I'd say if we can, yeah.
If we sneak in, then we're good. But as soon as somebody sees us and raises alarm, we're toast.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, they'll be toast.
Yeah. Pepper and full arrows.
Oh, the arrogance.
Okay. You can see here. Everyone give me a wisdom check, please. See who rolls best.
Target? It's all less than 16 is the default target.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice roll, Falcro.
Yeah, one. Nice. No, it's for remember. Low is good for checks.
Okay, so that's 5 total for me then.
Yeah. So, and again, it's as a refresher. It's we're taking Price is Right style. So whoever gets highest. Oh, Falcarel, of course. An eagle eyes there on Falcarel. Falcarel, what you can see is right. Oh, go. Right up. Get the right layer here. Here. There's a guy sitting. But he does not seem to, with a roll that good, you can see that it looks like he's nodded off in the afternoon. He's got a big fur cloak over him, and he's sitting against a small stump and kind of his head down.
I'll look over everybody and say, we've got a guy on point, but he seems to have fallen asleep at his post. So if we move quietly, we might sneak past him.
Thankfully, we're not wearing metal armor.
Clank, 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 clank.
Although it strikes me that that'll also mean I'm not gonna be able to cast anything until.
Until
we
it's
want
really.
to cast any spells before we go in. So that's the
Oh, and I don't want to tell you how to
no.
play your character either, too, but last remember your Cloak of Arachnidia allows you to use Spider Climb at will.
I'd have to take my boots off, but yeah.
Oh, do you have to take your boots off for it? Oh, right, for
Yeah,
Spider
for
Climb.
Spider
Yeah,
Climb,
yeah. Ooh, cold!
Well, he's got that endure cold thing on, so he should be all right.
Oh,
Did we
yeah.
cast that already?
I assume once dawn hit, I re-upped it.
Okay.
So
Okay. So everyone's got...
I guess then we might as well, because I could have done that too. Then I guess so. We should all have.
yeah, I prepared 3, so you can just spend one of yours.
Yeah. So I've got one left.
Okay. So what are you thinking, guys? What's
I
the...
can- Let's land, and I'll climb up there and see what's going on.
And while we
Okay.
circle around,
Yeah.
Yeah, if we stay close to the cliff edge, we can effectively sneak up and around.
yeah, we get there and move this way.
So where do you want the boat to, or the thing... What I'm intending is the thing's probably going to make land around there.
Yeah, good enough for us.
Okay?
Water.
Ah, no.
Sploosh! Sorry. Physics
Alright,
engine
so
still needs
let's
work.
take- For a second, if you climb up there and just, take this guy out while he's sleeping all quiet, like,
Oh,
and then we just
No.
meet you up.
Okay, let me see here. Okay.
I kind of keep my eye trained on him as long as I can.
Yeah. You're still seeing him. I think with a roll that good, you can hear that there's a sound of at least 10 men. Kind of like idle chatter that you'd hear. You know? Hand me that thing over there. Come on.
Share that with the group, and I'll try and engage my stealth skills as a ranger and hop off the boat onto the beach.
Okay. So
What is my-
what's your move sound?
Is 40.
40.
Oh, 45.
45? Oh, yeah, nice. So again, as a refresher for those listening at home, the way that I interpret the old school skills is that if a rogue or someone with rogue-like skills succeeds, or thief-like skills, then there's no chance of anyone ever hearing or spotting them unless they're using a thief skill against them. Even if they fail, they still get a chance to... I still have to make a spot check in order to see them. I don't like how the default for those skills is that you automatically somehow get spotted or heard. Okay, so you hop out, Falcarel. No word. There's no movement from that guy above.
Okay, and I'll keep an eye on him, and then I should, everybody to come forward.
Okay.
I'll quietly ask the others to hold this damn thing steady while I get out. I'm gonna be a bit awkward.
Yeah, I was planning to give you a hand down.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta be quiet, and I'm not stealthy, so I need a hand.
wow. Studded leather gives you a -20. That sucks.
To climb?
No, to move silently and hide in shadows.
Oh shit.
I can
What's-
see that from
what's
armor,
your-
but,
Well,
like,
neither Cola or I have that, so
Does
What's
the
your-
ranger ignore that?
The ranger ignores that because he's a ranger.
Oh, right, but the ranger gets the penalty if they're moving in a non-natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys definitely have to apply your ranger stealthiness here. What's your chance, Dave?
40.
40?
Sorry,
Okay.
50.
50, okay.
Yeah, your dex is higher than mine. It should be higher.
Okay. Yep. All right. So you step out, and where do you guys wish to go next?
I'm basically waiting for everybody to get to the cliff edge before I move in. So I'm going to
Okay.
keep an eye on the guy as long as possible.
Sure. Okay. Lex makes his way to the cliff edge. I'll zoom in a scooch here.
Lex is like, I'm not climbing.
Okay.
I'll give Cola a hand down.
Okay. Cola, your help down.
cool.
What was your intent for... what's his name? Cooper to be doing?
Do we really need him here? I mean, we could probably make our way back to the towns.
Creed.
There's plenty of boats over here.
yeah, I think if it goes badly, we can escape on those boats.
Yeah, so I'll just
Okay.
say, get the hell out of here, dude.
Okay. So he, with a good shove of his boat, he turns against, making his way away. You can see him furiously working that propeller thing to get it going. And it isn't
Waves
long
Cola
before you see it
and
disappears off
waves
into the...
Cola towards the wall.
Okay,
Lex waves Cola towards the wall and then points up the path, and he takes the lead.
nice. Okay,
I'll take up the rear here.
okay. You guys slowly start making your way up the cliff.
We'll give. Who was climbing the cliff?
Well, Lex decided not to.
Okay.
Oh, right. Oh, I see. So we're just going to.
I'm gonna stop
So
here.
our stealth crew is making their way slowly up the side here too. You can hear the sound of the snow crunching underneath your feet. Give me a second. We're gonna switch musical cues here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we're not running. We're slowly moving. Not.
Do you have the last march? The last march of the Quarantine Crusaders? Play that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That one, that cue you just whistled. I've actually got that queued up for our Pathfinder 2 circus one.
Oh, nice.
Calliope,
Calliope, I think it's called.
I haven't actually. Oh yeah, that's what one of the instruments the bard plays.
Was it
It's a
Calliope?
giant circus ball.
I think the piece is actually called Calliope because we played it in when I was in high school. We played it in band.
Yeah, there's a number of them there. Screamers, I think they're called. They're the entrance one.
Oh,
No,
nice.
the idea is he had a giant Dutch-style street organ. Is one of his instruments.
Nice.
Very portable.
Okay, so Lex, you make your way up there. You carefully poke your head around the corner, and you can't see anyone else further up. In fact, what you can see is only a single set of boot prints moving up and down here. And it seems to be fairly filled in by snow. Do you have... yeah, you got tracking, right? You're a ranger, of course you do. Yeah, you'd guess someone may have walked down to the shore at some point earlier on today and walked up, but it's probably at least 2 hours ago.
Okay, I'll take a peek around the corner to see if anyone's coming.
Okay. All right. No one.
I'll go a bit closer to Lex in case he gets ambushed.
Okay.
And we're more worried about Cola. I wave Cola forward because he's slower than us.
Huh.
Well,
No,
no,
yeah.
Gonna point
You don't need to keep it reminded me.
strategy is not to keep the slow people at the back. Just keep them up front.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Are you good now? Goodness gracious.
So again, you're making your way up around here, where you will have a free. It's really kind of it reaches the same level as the thing. You've climbed about 50 feet right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So where do I have still cover? About here?
Up until for as long as there is. So on Gabriel Pickard's maps, the way that he denotes elevation is sort of like the black. The darkest lines at the bottom there is the bottom of the geographic feature, and then it fades up. So I'm picturing like right up to about here. About there is where you probably have the last like little bit of the path leading up, where you could get maybe 2 feet of cover. But there is some pretty big trees up here too, big evergreens covered in snow.
Okay, and we're going to use the trees on the map as trees on the map, so
Yes.
we'll go around them, or...
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah, I think if Lex can work out where their camp is, we can then
Sure.
color and we can close sort it.
So Lex, I've already rolled for you. So why don't you sneak
then
forward?
Lex is going to motion for everyone to wait here, and he'll sneak forward.
So you move up. Falco, you're keeping a careful eye on the rear too. No one's coming up from behind. And from where your vantage is now too, you can just last spy the ferry disappearing into the falling snow out on the black water of Lac Denshire. And then, guys, here's what you see. Let me see if I can fit this white dragon on here. I mean...
Oh, there's the undead dragon. I got my wish.
Right, so
So that's the camp, guys. Now,
So Lex, you just bait the dragon onto them, and then we'll pick up the pieces afterwards.
So what you see, Lex, is this, and then everyone sort of, again, like the Knoll camp in the Night Below game, like they're sort of milling around and their things. They're all carrying their weapons and stuff with them, just because not their bows, mind you, their melee weapons. And the one guy you can see, there are some tents that are set up here, but I'm not going to bother to set them up because they're not really going to be an important geographic feature. It's more like lean-tos that are set up for things. It's not proper like camping gear or anything like that. This is very much a ramshackle camp. Like this was, you get the distinct impression that this is not something that was planned. This is not something that was intended to ever be a regular, like a regular outpost. And you get, miserable would be a good way of describing the way that these men are living. It is very much, you know, there's piles of some spoils and whatnot, but like there's no, it's not an opulent or even like you would be surprised as a ranger if they could survive the winter like this. What you all see is over here, the one looking, that is Derek, and you can tell because he's got that sort of white hair pulled back into a ponytail, but his face has a gruesome scar on it that looks like it's been sewed together with fish hooks.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. He was maiming himself.
Yeah. Or someone in the East Haven attack, you heard that he was hit. Vicious scar on him. He's carrying a big... Oh, hello, sweetie. Anna says hi, everyone. She, what do you call it? He is carrying with him a pretty brutal looking mace that has on its head, it's got a big chunk of black ice on it. Looks it's fairly crudely made, so this may be more of a cudgel, I guess, or an improvised thing. Would it not be for the black ice? And you guys know how deadly that shit is. There's also a big bundle sitting near where he and his men are talking as well too. Something covered up in canvas. There's otherwise these guys are sort of making their way. They're sort of just idly, you know, killing time in camp, it seems, and trying to stay warm. None of the camp seems to have noticed you, though, Lex. So what do you do?
Okay. Lex is going to move across and stay behind this tree.
Okay.
And he'll look to Falcarel and he'll put his... And then he points towards where Derek is.
Yep.
So there's like 10 over there. And then, I don't know, he can maybe see another 10. He's not sure. And then he points along the cliff wall.
Okay.
Falcarel, you know.
I don't know.
This with a salute.
Okay, so I don't know. Do you guys want? He's like, waves you forward a little bit, like.
Tom's going to wish to. How long does that Silverbeard thing last? Very quietly.
When I cast it, it lasts a turn plus a round per level or something like that. It lasts quite a while.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
That won't be the first thing I do. I'm gonna have to probably bust out Bless first because that takes a whole turn. Silverbeard is just I just cast it on a 5 or something like that.
So you guys would have had a chat about this before. Remember that in old school casting, that's definitely going to get attention to people. Yeah. Again, if you think of what the what spell casting was like in the Warcraft film, that's a real good representation of how noisy and flashy that old school casting is, in my mind at least.
Lex starts to draw an arrow back. He's like, nods his head, like, "Are we going?"
Tom will look at Falcarel and sort of nod forward, and then gets ready to. Effectively, he's going to move up to the corner.
Yeah, Falcarel, he's gonna put up a hand, and then he says, and points to the west, and points at Lex. If you kind of get what that means.
Oh, it's
And you
very.
can move up.
Okay,
The ranger thing, you wouldn't get it.
It's a
Falcor, what are you doing?
Well,
Planting arrows.
Falcor's planting arrows. So from where you are, remember, like,
Lex is planting arrows. Sorry.
oh, Lex is planting arrows. Okay,
yeah.
because it's around there is where this cliff will sort of, or it'll reach the level with the rest of the
It's
surface.
Okay.
Okay.
Falcor's gonna walk up next to Tom and Cole and then whisper, "I'm gonna try to go around a little bit past Lex. When combat starts, get your buffs up and run out.
Okay.
We'll cover you."
Okay.
So too, you'll be outside my range of bless.
Oh, I'm gonna get up near Lex and you can start. So I might be seen. So whenever.
Okay. Go ahead and
So-
move yourself, Falcor.
Okay, spend my whole turn moving. Gets me about right next to Lex.
Okay. So at that point, someone in the camp shouts out, "Hey! Hey, what's over there?" Yes, let's do, actually, before we jump in, let's do our mid-session break now. I know it's a little bit early, but we're going to jump into a big fracas here. So why don't we, I could use some more coffee anyway. So why don't we take our 5-minute break right now, guys, and then we will come back and get to fighting. So, back in 5 minutes.
Hello.
I knew the moment I walked out there I was going to get seen. It was inevitable.
All right, let's check in with folks in chat. Fred, what's shaking? Thank you very much. Jeffrey, how's it going? Ice King, cast the most magic of missiles. Will do. Oh, man. Never trust anyone with white hair. Well, I'm progressively becoming more and more untrustworthy by the day, then. Unfortunately. All right. So, let's get some stuff ready here. where, oh where is he? Alright, let me set up my... Oh, excuse me. Stuff here. Oh, I'm the wrong layer. Oh, and Jeffrey, thanks as well, too, for commenting on the like to support content creators. That's very, very, very much appreciated as well, too. So thank you very much for that. Let's see. You guys can see that now. Pod overlapping. It's funny, when I went back to play Pathfinder, when we had that one-shot a couple weeks ago, it was funny to see how much we've changed the way we use Roll20, just for how things were set up for that one. A lot changes over 2 years, I guess.
That cudgel that he's using, it's got just like wooden with the black ice tip.
Big wooden handle with wooden handle shod with iron of some kind, and then the big black ice tip on it.
Cool.
Okay. Something looks different about Andrew, though. What? I can't put my finger on it.
It's his wild shape.
Yeah. That's all. So for our Eberron game next week, one of the pre-gens is an orc druid of the Circle of the Moon. So it's all like, animal shapes and stuff like that. The character is focused on shapeshifting into wild shape, and it's pretty awesome.
What levels are you thinking about?
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah. 4 is a good level to have like a good amount of stuff to do without being so... And you can last a little longer in a fight. Okay. It's a good... it's even like... I was surprised to go back and look at Dave's charity session from last year. Jeff's charity session from last year was Pathfinder 1, and I think the characters were 5th level with 2 tiers of Mythic on them. And they were really, there was a lot to those characters. It really doesn't take very long for there to be a lot of interesting decisions you can make about your character. Honestly, almost overwhelming. The character sheets were quite long. But it was pretty good. Like the low level, that mid first tier, when you get to the end of it, you get a good sense of interesting decisions and interesting options for your characters without it becoming too bloated.
Did you set the map up as Pathfinder to get the diagonal set up right?
Do not know. Let's see here. It is set up as... nope, 5e. Hold on. There we go. Should be right now. You may need to hit reload.
Oh, nope, it's working.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So let me get... what we can do is, while we're waiting for Andrew, we can get our initiative rolled here. Okay, so let's see here. Dave, we'll start left to right. Everyone was here. Oh, actually, I would have had Andrew roll, but he is absent. So let's start with you, Dave. Dave, everyone decide what you're doing for the round. Oh, Dave. Dave. We're playing in easy mode. Beat my 9. 2! Awesome. That makes sense narratively, because you guys were sort of ready to jump into this whole thing. Okay. And you would have had time to plant your arrows, Lex. I rolled for your the hide and shadows for you guys, and unfortunately, Falco, you turfed yours, and then I rolled a really good spot for someone in the camp. So
that's fine. I kind of knew it was going to happen.
It was a low chance of it between your really, if you factor in your skill level and theirs, there's really only about a 7 or 8% chance of them actually spotting you. But
apologies, I cannot use both the kettle and the microwave at the same time.
It's okay. I remember that. I remember those days too. The best is when people would come to visit, and you'd be like, no, 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 no! And then suddenly have to go and throw a breaker switch.
Yep. And we have fuse box. We have fuses. So.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
I've got
shoot.
I've got the same thing in my my house.
Oh,
It
no.
always strikes me as odd in the UK watching people in the US and Canada actually have a stovetop kettle
Yeah.
with those whistles. And of course, we're on 240, so we just have a pure electric.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So initiative was a 2. Go ahead and enter in what you guys are doing. And the only person I need is Cola.
Oh, yep.
Cola. And my first action, I rolled a 9. So my first action will not be until 9, actually.
I once
Excellent.
put my aunt's electric kettle on the stove and put the element on. I melted her electric kettle because I didn't know that. I'm like, oh, this you plug this in? Oh,
Jesus. Also
I'm
ruined
now
the stove, I
I'm now
imagine.
aware that there's more than one kind.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
You gotta.
All right, so first up we have Thomas. Thomas, what are you doing? And hold on, we need to get some fighting tunes going here. Let's see here, because we're...
5. So full run is twice, isn't it?
Yeah, you can move 16 squares.
Yeah. All right, so it's 1, 2, 5, 6,
Oh,
7.
yeah. Good too.
Yeah, that's a really fine. 8, 9. We got snap on, so that's 9, 10. Actually, I know. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's easier to use the.
One by one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Effectively, he's
Okay,
running towards Derek and his crew.
nice. Hurrah! Cola, you're up next. What are you doing?
Well, he's not shouting.
I've actually, so my buddy Colin, who plays in our Ash game, he called me out on it. We played Dead of Winter last night with my son. It's a board game we were playing. It's like zombie survival stuff. And Colin's like, yeah, you couldn't move those tokens without making noise, could you? And I'm like, nope. It's the same in person as when we play. Physically incapable of not making sound effects while we're moving tokens around. Cola, sorry, what were you doing?
I'm playing Warhammer, but I'm still using the pew pew noises when tanks.
Exactly. That's awesome.
Well, you guys know what I'm doing. I will move up just a little. Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna.
You can move 2 squares. Yeah.
Well, maybe because I could still use the edge of what remains of the cliff face here to stay a little bit. I'm short.
Yep, I'll buy that as cover, sure.
It'll take a turn for me to cast this anyway, but you see that familiar aura rise up as Bless begins to be cast. So
Awesome.
make sure you stay close and out of combat.
Yeah, and your voice calls out, and you can, and Tom, like some kind of vengeful, wraith of winter running through the falling snow towards the crowd of collected pirates.
Yeah. What's the range of the bless? Because I'd have probably tried to stay within it. Actually, thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be hard for you to judge distance, but we've been doing this often enough. I imagine you have a basic sense of how close you need to be to me.
Yeah.
It is range 60 yards, and it has an effective area of a 50-foot cube, so it's quite generous.
Did you say
Yeah, so
60 yards?
That's what it says.
Yeah. So then you're fine. Like it's 180 feet.
Whoops.
60 yards.
Yeah. Just to
Yeah. So
double check that.
okay.
So
Then
you don't really need to worry about staying that close,
Yep.
actually. in
All
hindsight.
right. Okay.
okay. So then next up is Lex and Falcarel. What are you doing, guys? And just remember that if you've planted arrows, your attack rate becomes 5-2, not 3-1.
And you get that on the second round.
Yes, it's just like any other favorite attack. So you'll get 3 attacks.
How long does it last?
As long as you've got arrows, I'm not fussed.
Yeah, Falco's gonna walk here around the tree and come around the edge and cast his Archer's Redoubt spell.
Okay, cool. And that creates what, like a protective area for yourself?
Yeah, it's like an invisible force field with a little slit I can shoot down the middle. So my AC front-wise is 2, but up
Awesome.
from side is 0.
Okay, all right. Then it is Lex. What were you doing?
Lex was shooting.
Okay.
AC 7 on the leader dude.
On the leader dude, that is a miss actually.
Did you include the +1 bless? Oh no, that's next round.
Next round, yeah. Okay, so that goes past him. You hear Derek scream out, "Kill them all!" And they begin trying to do so. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry for the that's I'm sure peaked voice. I'll move back next time I scream into the mic. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, in charge. Racing
So
in
they're not
towards.
all archers?
No. Like I said, they didn't have their ranged weapons with them. 1, 2, 3,
I missed
4,
that.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, I didn't realise they were going to the charge that quickly, but still.
Yeah, sorry, no, I didn't want to cheese. They wouldn't be walking on camp with their ranged weapons with them. They have their melee weapons with them, but they don't have the what do you call it? No, this guy can't charge, but he's going to get in. Okay, boom.
Probably the guys down by the cliff face that have their bows.
Probably one of them has their bow. That's really it.
Oh.
Because you wouldn't have them, you wouldn't be sitting
That's
around with
a poor
them
decision
strung.
making.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that you wouldn't need
Yeah,
unless you're going hunting.
Your cloak, really, because you would get really messed up.
Yeah, unless you're hunting or unless you're going raiding, like it would be sitting in a place where they're sort of either they would be keeping it themselves dry and ready. Go. Or there'd be a quartermaster of some kind. Okay. And the guy who was watch, he actually is surprised this round because he just woke up. What's that? I have 3 guys attacking you there, Tom. Your current AC, I think you said was a 5 with the buckler, so a 5 against the first attack and then 6 against the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. First one is a big fat miss. Second one, big fat miss. Third one, I just rolled 3 2s back to back to back, guys. And a 6.
Okay.
So no, these things come racing in towards you. All of them begin throwing their, swinging their swords or their hatchets or whatnot at you. And Tom is just like a pro, and batting them aside, pushing guys over, and keeping himself completely safe in the middle of the scrum.
Amateur.
Then it is, let's see here. I think that is the end of, oh no, then it's him. He grabs his cudgel and begins racing in as well. But he's just moving slowly. Okay, then it is, let's see here. That is the end of the round, I think. Second volleys from Lex. Nice. You're sure that one would have hit him? Your arrow shatters. Seeming from where your angle is that when it hits him, it shatters.
Great.
Oh, you're muted, Dave, or you may have got booted from the call.
No, I had it muted. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I shout out that Derek's protected from missiles.
All right. Now, that is, I believe, the end of round 1, guys. We are on to round 2. So, Dave is dominating initiative right now. Dave, will you please kindly carry on? Everyone decide what you're going to do for the round. And then Dave, once again, beat my 9. Oh, no. Keeping it interesting. Good to know. All right, so my first action is going to be on about be on a 9 for moving some guys.
Is 5, so 15.
Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to assume that the 9 is the first one, so I'm moving guys here. There we go.
Presumably Cola's still sort of crouched down behind that.
Yeah, but the thing is that there, his spell is him shouting and calling down, clanging his blessing on all of you.
Yeah, he's going to turn the corner and find it's not a squishy age.
Okay, so there's a crowd of them all way up here. Sleepy he wakes up. Ooh, moving. Then my next action will be on a 14. So Cola. Oh, Dave, what's Lex's action?
It's in there.
16. Oh, 16. Sorry, I missed it. All right, so 14. So Cola and some of the melee guys are going to act all simultaneously.
Well, I'm going to back up here.
Okay.
So, 2, and then I can only move 2 and still cast.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and I'm gonna cast Silverbeard. So you'll
Yep.
my beard flash a little bit, so I'll have at least a little better AC.
Love it. All right. And then it is... so I got some melee guys here. Tom once
So
again
I
finds
missed
himself...
So I missed the bless effectively.
You did not get the blast, that's right.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, we got a nice little brick around you there, Cole. Tom. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty. Let's get some
I think
dice
I'm gonna
out
need some
here.
of that astonishing fortune.
We're gonna have to help Tom out.
I'm trying.
He's pretty tough. It's not quite as well armored as Thor.
All right, here we go.
He's not
Let's
even
see here.
well armored as Tom normally is.
Also true.
Tom. Okay, Thomas hit once. Nope. Nat 20. Nope. Nat 20.
Ugh.
Nope.
3 times.
Tom's only hit 3 times. So, and amongst that stuff, as you're swirling around, you don't have any DR right now, right, Tom?
No, studded doesn't have a DR. Does it?
Okay. So,
no.
then I'll just give you the total then. You take a total of 9 points of damage from the nicks and cuts and stuff that you get from these pirates battering down in on you. Then we have, on 15, we have Falcarel and Tom.
Okay, so this is a favoured round, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So, but remember,
Right,
iterative. So, first attack.
I will attack the guy directly in front of me.
Okay, go ahead.
Where's my character sheet hiding?
That I cannot deal with. It made a successful hide in shadows. Oh,
I take it that's a hit.
definitely is. Okay, hold on. That may be lethal. Let's see. Yep. So, what does it look like as you take the first one down? They're all cutting at you. You're seemingly overpowered, and then what happens?
I'll probably do a low lunge and cut his legs out from under him.
Yeah! Oh, and he goes
Preparing
down.
to sort of turn round and do a reverse strike to the guy behind me.
Okay. Well, remember, hold on. Remember, it's iterative. Same way as it's been for 31 sessions. You got to get your second attack at the end of the round.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can see he's obviously hit that guy, and you can see him swinging
Love it.
backwards to
Okay.
hit the other guy.
Awesome. Love it. Then it is...
Falcarel's
Falcarel.
casting Puffball, but he's not throwing the mushroom just yet.
Okay.
So.
Awesome. Then it is... let's see here. Lex. What are you doing, Lex?
Lex is gonna shoot at one of these guys that's running in along the cliff face.
Okay. Nat 20. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll damage. This is a favorite round for you guys, so you will have 2 more at the end of the round as well. Holy shit. Yep.
Good.
Are you kind of hitting the ones closest to Cola right now?
Yeah, the ones that are running in towards Cola.
And down he goes.
See if we can stop them in their tracks.
Okay. Then it is his turn. Oh, look at this opening now. Ooh.
Should have killed the guy in the back.
Goes charging in towards you. And then, let's see here. First one comes down. Kujel. Misses you by 1. Oh, but he's flanking. He hits. Sorry. Brutal. Oh, boy. The roller coaster of that dice roll. The roller coaster of emotions. Here we go. That is a total of 12 points of damage from that hit. Okay.
Well, you know who to focus on, Tom.
Now it is second attack. So Tom, you're up first. What are you doing? You were going to attack that guy behind you, but then Derek came racing in. What are you going to do?
I need to get rid of the flanking, and I just want to try and maybe. What's the best way of maneuvering out of this, from my point of view?
Bull rush, maybe. If you did a bull rush, you could try and, depending on how successful the bull rush is, you could move between 1 and maybe 2 squares.
Bull rush out of the way and try and form up earlier. Well, if I hit the guy behind me, I can still move.
You can't move unless you kill him. You can't move.
And even if you do, you're going to take 8 attacks of opportunity if you move out of 2 squares.
True. Yeah, I'm going to have to rely on you taking out the guys behind me. I'm going to try and hit Derek.
Okay.
Hey, priorities.
Yep.
Yep. Cut the head off the snake.
Remember. Oh, so close. That is. Did that include? Hold on. Did that include the bless?
No, because I was in combat.
Yep. Oh, you don't have bless. Shit. With bless, that would have hit.
Astonishing fortune.
Yep.
Don't hate that.
Yeah, I think I'll fortune that one. So.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Kill there.
Roll 20.
Come on. Nice. Yep, that's a big hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Anyone else notice that all our bad guys have names that sound like Eric?
Yeah. There was.
Stitch that.
Yeah, look, the naming of things in Legacy of Crystal Shard was on a deadline, so. All right. So yeah.
Some help, guys.
Vicious counterattack on him. Okay. Then we have 2 more shots from Lex.
Oh. Can I break my buckler on Derek's attack?
You could have, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's half damage?
Yeah, half damage.
Buckler's half damage, yeah.
So that would be, I did 9, so that'd be +4. Effectively, yeah, wouldn't it?
Still good.
No, you don't get to break your buckler to do extra damage.
No, he's
No, I mean, reduced.
He would have only taken 4 damage instead of.
Oh no, he got hit for 12.
He got you for 12, so you would have taken 6 damage instead.
So,
Yeah.
18.
I would definitely try to shoot these guys, but now that that guy is so close to them, they're probably protected from missiles too. So. Crap.
Oh.
We don't know that. Test it.
Yep. Let's not. You know, if you're applying player knowledge to the things
I don't have any knowledge of how things work, so I'm just guessing.
So you we've recently seen to tragic effect how that worked out in our Ash game.
I wasn't aware.
So what? Let's hear. Lex, you still have 2 more shots. Okay, the first one was
Oh, you this guy?
I AC5. Yes, it does. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice. Let's see. Is that sufficient? Yep.
AC3 on the next guy?
Yep. Hit. And come on. I'll roll. Instead of staring like a dummy, I'll roll his hit points. Okay. It's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Come on.
Hit, submit, and then cancel.
Oh, not quite good enough. You wing him.
But the 2 guys in front of him, just 3 guys in front of them dropped.
Yep. Yeah. You're pulling a very good Legolas here. One's down. Another one's down. All right. So I think we are at the end of the round here, guys. So let us roll some initiative. Okay. So we're on to round 3. Dave, we thank you for your service rolling initiative. John, we ask you take up the mantle here. Everyone decide what you're doing with your round, and then John, would you kindly try and beat my 5? Yes. Success. My first actions will be on a 5. Yeah, to avoid confusion for myself, I'm going to take my actions on a 10. Because I got some guys who will be able to get up into melee with you guys, and some who will not. And I'm not going to. It's not going to affect the board materially if I just wait and move those guys afterwards. Okay. So first up, we've got Falcarel Hawkfriend. What are you doing, Falcarel?
I'm moving. It's just going to shadow my Archer's Redoubt, because if I move, it goes away.
Okay.
I'm going to move closer here because I know Tom's getting in trouble.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to drop my puffball, my mushroom, and hit this 10-foot square with its Noxus fumes.
Okay, nice. All right.
It's going to be around for plus 1 rounds.
So it's only if something enters that square, that's where there's a problem?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then it is Cola and Thomas. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna, I guess, diagonal is 2 moves, so I can only do that.
Okay.
It's the first one's 5.
Second diagonal is cost 2.
But then I can't cast a spell, right?
Right. So what I'm saying is that you could move 1 more up, 1 more side, 1 more whatever.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I can do this.
Yeah, it's only your second diagonal that counts as 2.
And I'm gonna cast, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Hammer, so a ghostly image of my axe will float up above me.
Well, I think, can't you summon it at, like, out at something?
Yeah, that's true. I just like the visual, but sure, yeah, it could just blast up from me in the form of an axe and go where I want it to go. That's cool.
Sure. Well, my point being is that if you want to make an attack this round with it, I think you're able to attack with it first round, aren't you?
I believe so, yes.
Dave, is that right? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a pretty good range, too. 10 yards per level.
I'm level 4, so 40 yards. Oh, it's plenty long.
120 feet.
Who are you attacking there, Cola? This dude's he's bleeding from where an arrow clipped him.
Could I? Oh, I can't. I'm assuming I can't really see these guys because I was behind the cliff. So if I come out, I really only have.
I think you've got clear line of sight to that dude. There's no cliff stuff in the way, and you're all on the same level now too. Because the cliff, all like that, the cliff only comes into play going down the path.
Fair.
So,
I mean,
your choice. John, the puffball doesn't block line of sight, does it?
Let's double check.
Okay.
Puffball. Cloud of spores. Doesn't say it does.
Okay, then no, Cole, you're free to. Your choice of who you want to attack?
Derek.
I don't know if I can get Derek, but I'm gonna try to alleviate Thomas's predicament here a bit.
Okay.
Well, the guy that's flanking me might be the best with Derek. Is the one we can go for.
Yeah.
I'll try to hit him, and then okay.
So go ahead. You sweep your axe, and this divine glowing one follows suit. Let's see if you hit him.
Yeah, the bonus here automatically. Hold on.
Okay, got his hit points.
Don't forget your bless.
Will it automatically add the strength? No, it's prompting me to add the strength. I can't modify that. Never mind. Okay, and +1 for bless.
Okay.
+1 because it's magical.
True. So
okay, so then with a +1, that is a hit then. Go ahead and roll damage. Let's see, I rolled hit points for this dude already. Forgot that you got an axe of Latigar. You're going to make some very good Dvergar friends at some point.
+1 to damage too.
Okay, here we go. Nice! Excellent. So, Tom, you're feeling overwhelmed by these guys, and then suddenly you hear a whack, and this guy behind you falls down dead, and you look and see that glowing, floating axe that you've come to rely on. You, Derek, no longer is getting a flanking bonus. Speaking of Tom, what are you doing, Tom? Yes, it does. Yep, magic reduces.
I was thinking if I moved 5 foot back, I'd still be manoeuvring in their combat.
So,
but I'll be moving out.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a 5-foot step in AD&D. You can take a withdraw action and not do any attacks.
Too many decades playing Pathfinder.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, seeing as they're taking out the guys behind me, I shall go out for Derek.
Okay. Here we go. Nice. Yep, solid hit. That's the difference between a wannabe pirate and a trained warrior here.
Ooh, tasty.
Nice damage too. Okay. We call it you reopen the disgusting wound on his face that had been sealed with fish hooks. His face is a bloody mess right now. You also notice there is a pendant hanging around his neck. A pendant of black ice. Then it is, let's see here. Lex, you're up next.
Okay. Lex is going to shoot the injured one.
Nice. Yep. Critical hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, cheapers. So yeah, hits him a little bit. Doesn't take him down though. All right, so on their turn, here we go. We got a charge coming in on Cola.
He's almost dead, Cola. It's all yours.
Yeah, that's. I saw he was like, yeah, but this guy's a juicy target for you. I'm like, yeah. But like, yeah. My axe can take him out in combat just easy. I hope.
Ooh. Sorry, Tom.
It was short-lived.
Yeah. Okay.
I tried, buddy.
And let's see here.
A question, Kevin.
Yes, of course.
If I have Spiritual Hammer out, and it's doing its thing.
Yep.
But now I'm in melee. Do I now choose which attack to do? Either my ranged or the physical I'm holding in my hands, or is
the thing
it like
is,
I sacrifice
if you're hit, if you take damage, the spell's going to end because you're going to blow your concentration. So, yeah.
I don't take a for it. It just happens. It's just done.
Exactly. Yeah. And then if on your turn, if your turn comes up and you haven't taken damage, then what you do is make a decision of whether you want to continue concentrating on it or make your melee attack.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I got some attacks to make here now too, guys. So we got 2 on Falcarol. Falcarol, your current AC is what?
My current AC against the first attack is 3 and normally 4.
Okay, normally 3 and normally 4. First attack misses. Second attack hits. So you take 3 points of damage.
I will take it gladly.
Okay. Then I got 2 on Cola. First, that wounded guy. He seemed intent on trying to kill you, dwarf.
6 right now.
They charge, so, they might miss.
That's a hit on you. Sorry. 2 points of damage from him. And then the second one, so the decision of what to do with your spiritual hammer has been decided for you. 6 points of damage from that second guy.
Oh.
Yeah. Then I got a bunch of attacks on Tom. Tom, first are the chump guys. I'll roll them all at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. See here. I have 1 jack dice. So that's 1, 2 hits. They're nicking away at you. 6 points of damage in total. And then we have Derek. Bleeding from the face. Swings that massive cudgel.
We've gone back from the decent armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
We couldn't have known that we would.
What is your current AC, Thomas?
It would be studded leather because I've broken my buckler.
Yep.
So
So
that is
7?
Oh, and I have a dex bonus.
Yep.
So 6.
6?
Yeah.
Narrowly misses you. Swings that thing, and it's a hair's breadth away from you. And I think it batters some of the swords that were coming in to try and get you. So because of his big sweeping attacks, it's affecting the ability for the others to fight. Now we have second volley from Lex. Okay. That's a big hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Let's check hit points. Yep. Enough for him. He drops down. Okay, and then I think, guys, that is the end of round 3. We're on to round 4.
Mm-hmm.
John is still kicking butt with initiative, so, guys, would you kindly decide what you're doing with your round? Oop, check dice. And then, John, eat my 7.
okay.
Nice.
What kind of weapons are these guys using? Like just like short swords?
Hatchets, short swords, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so my actions are going to be after you guys. So first we have Thomas and Falcarel.
After you, Falcon.
Okay. Shoot. Well, I'm not going to move because I'm already decided to cast a spell, but I just need to get close enough to target Barrick. Falcarel just starts chanting and calling out to the spirits of nature to warp the wood on his cudgel to bend it.
Fails altogether.
So it's more metal than wood.
It fails altogether.
Okay, so that's not going to work.
Okay.
So I was trying to give him -4, but
Sure. No, and it's good. It was a good effort. Then it
all I
is Thomas's turn.
I'm going to hit Derek.
Okay.
Hit him hard. Hit him twice. No.
spin your point.
Okay.
Yeah.
AF that one then.
Yeah, redo that.
You're the one that needs all of it right now.
Okay. That is just good enough to hit him. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, warp wood's not going to work on this guy, so.
Nice. Solid stroke. So you cut him right in the side. Oh! Blood and spittle are coming out of his ruined face. Then we have Lex and Cola. What are you guys doing?
Go ahead, Dave. He wasn't waiting.
Yeah, that's a hit. Oh, roll hit points. Stop staring like a dummy, Kev. Yep, another one down. Okay. Then
There's a pile of bodies right. That's like the sweet spot right there. On
Oh,
the
yeah.
map.
Okay, and then it is Cola's turn. What are you doing, Cola?
I'm going to start with the guy who's already damaged, the guy with the red.
Yep. Swing that big axe of yours. Big hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cleave them. Cleave them. Fine.
Hold on, because adding my bonuses.
Nice. Yep. Yeah. He's down and dead. Then, now you're not dual wielding, are you?
No, I just have the one battle
Okay.
axe with hands.
Okay. All right. Then it is our pirate's turn. So we got some pirates moving in. Dwarf! Yeah. Moving in. Oh boy. Popular
Oh.
target. And then, you know what? Fuck it. Well, if one runs in, what happens when he gets into the puffball?
Makes a save versus spell.
Save versus spell. Let's see here. Nope, fails. So what happens now?
So he basically gets save versus poison. But
Oh, okay, I get
instead
to
of
reroll then.
attack-
You got it wrong.
Go for it.
That was a fail as well.
Okay, so he's suffering an attack of coughing and choking. Can make no attacks and lose all dex to AC and saving throws.
Awesome.
And yeah, it persists one round after they escape the cloud.
Okay,
When it-
nice. Awesome. So he's coughing and grasping out at this stuff. Then the sentry walks up as well. Now,
Lazy
we're
kid.
starting with the sentry. We're going to do reverse because the sentry, he should have been watching. He had the arrow with him, and he comes running up and takes aim at you, Lex. 18. I think that's a hit.
Yeah, I've got
I
an
hit an
AC.
AC bullet. Fucking
Yeah. That's hit.
COVID hair. Jeez. All right. It drives me nuts some days.
So much red now.
Only 2 points of damage though, Lex. You saw him coming. He is no archer compared to you. You sort of duck to the side. A little bit of blood is coming down from your cheek, and you're getting ready to take your return shot. I have 4 on Cola. Die, dwarf! None of those rolls will do that. A 1, a 5, a 9, and a 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Never let it be said that my dice only favor the DM. I have 2 on Falcarel as well.
I mean, I am very wee.
5 and an 8. Both of those miss as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on Thomas.
Stay alive, Tom. I'm coming for you.
So Tom's AC currently is a 6, but then he's also flanked. So, let's see. I have, holy shit, 1, 2, 3 hits on you. So less than half. Tom, you take 5, 6.
That puts him at 1.
Shit. And then another 4 damage.
Shit.
So it's a total of 15 damage. I think, yeah, okay, so they managed to get you down. You can see Derek kind of calls out his triumph, and he's going to start moving towards Valkyrie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And I guess these guys can make their post-combat moves too, because you guys get to do that shit. Yeah. All right. Go Team Pirate. Okay. Actually, hold on. I gotta move them back a bit. They attack, so they can actually only move 4. There we go. There we go. All right.
That guy was there. Those 2 guys were with Valkyrie.
Oh, right. Thank you.
It's the other 2 guys down here that moved extra.
Oh, he can charge in Falcro, can he? Yeah. Yeah.
From here?
So, from where he was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Falcon
roll
roll.
for it.
So he's bringing in. A 2 will not do it. Swings that club over your head. Now. It is second attacks. So we got. Let's see here. Lex, you have your second volley. 2 more volleys. Eesh. Who are you firing at? Just
The sleepy sentry guy.
Oh, same guy. Okay. For some reason, I thought you were taking -6 to your roll to try and get him without hitting Lex.
No,
All right, guys. End of round 4. We're on to round 5. Here we go. And John, I think you're still winning initiative here. So, Monsieur, everyone decide what you're doing for the round, and then beat my 7, please.
Yep.
Nice. Excellent.
This is probably going to be a really, really bad idea. But
My first action. I love when characters' actions start with that.
Bull rush him into the cloud.
that's what I was planning on doing.
Ooh.
I don't know if that thing's going to protect him from poison, but it's obviously protecting him from spells and arrows.
Yeah, so I'm on a 12 is when I have my first action. Okay, so we got Falcaril. Now, Falcaril, if you're doing a bull rush on a 1, it should be a 3 speed action. You should be on a 7.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking.
Unarmed combat's a 3, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, we'll do Mo. Okay, so then first up is Falcaril.
Yeah, I'm basically going to bull rush him.
Okay, go ahead.
Do it.
And I'm going to use my quarterstaff because it doesn't have any bonuses to it.
Well, hold on. Where's this quarterstaff coming from?
Well, no, I'm using the roll as for the quarterstaff. From
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
So.
Here we go. Come on.
And bless, does that count?
Bless will count, yep. It does! Nice! Oh, he's pushed back in. Oh, hold on. Because he's going to something that's going to hurt him, he does get a save versus breath weapon.
Mhm.
So. Oop, jack dice. A 4.
Nice.
So he staggers back. But he does get a different save now against poison.
Yep.
Fails. So he is
He's effectively useless for 2 rounds.
coughing. Yes. Nice. Okay. Then it is Lex. What are you doing?
Could I move after doing that?
No, because it's a part and parcel. You would have moved into his square and interrupt him in. Okay.
Well, Lex is going to move to here and attack this dude, this silvered longsword.
Okay.
Much obliged.
Come on. That's a hit. Let's check his hit points. Okay, there's a chance. There's a chance. Nope. Unfortunately, this guy's a little tougher than that. He sees you coming in.
All yours, Cole. Finish him off.
Okay.
Coming.
Nice. Yep, big hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I was going to keep moving. Kev. He gets an attack of opportunity on me.
He does? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Misses. Wow. He's dead on. So he turns to try and attack you, and then you see this Cola sink this square into his middle of his back, severing his spine. Pull the axe out, and he drops down dead. I think that is it for our heroes. Then it is yeah, their turn. Okay, so first is the guys on Lex. We'll move these guys over so our elven or half-elven heroes can fight together. 0, 2, 3. Go. We go.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Did this guy go around?
He did. And then, let's see here. 1, 2.
Need to kill Derek.
Okay.
Just don't step into
He
this
staggers
forward.
back to get out. So does this guy. So they're still out of it for one more round. Okay, so let's make some attacks now. I've got 3 on Cola.
Do I get an attack of opportunity on Derek?
Do you? Yes, you do. No, he can take a surrender with. So no. Okay, nat 20. But the rest of them do not hit. 6 points of damage on Cola from the various attacks coming in on you. I got Lex. I got 2 on you. Lex, what's your AC again?
3.
3. Okay. Only 1 hit. 3 points of damage on you. And then on Falcaro. Having pushed that guy in, let's see what they have to do. I got 4 on you. Jeez. And your AC is a 4 right now, right?
3 against the first attack.
3 against the first one. So 3 against the first one is a miss. And the other ones are a miss. Is your flanking
damage
bonus?
did I take?
No, miss. What's that, Dave?
Did I take 3?
You took 3, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for the bad guys for that one. We're not a favored round. No one's shooting range attacks now. Let's go to round 6, guys.
Okay, where's the time again?
All right, here we go. John?
This is round 6?
This is round 6 now, yeah.
Okay, hold on. I've been doing the
My
math.
3.
Okay, 3. I'm gonna make this difficult.
Ooh. So my first actions are going to be on an 8, guys.
So is mine.
Do I think I gotta hit first.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to drop the bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty much doing the same.
Dropping the bow and having to use 2 swords because this is gonna be a little
Tense.
scary. 4, 11.
Okay. All right, so I'm on an 8 first. Falcaro, what is your action?
He's dropping his bow, pulling his quarterstaff, and smacking the guy with it as he draws it.
Oh, okay, yep, love it. Okay. Go ahead and make
How
your
long is
attack.
your puffball there?
It's going to be there one more round, and then so beginning of next round it's going to fade.
Okay.
Okay, quarterstaff, and I'm going against the guy to my top left. Quarterstaff, boom,
Come on.
and bless.
Okay, hit. We'll go ahead and roll damage. Unfortunately, simultaneous with their actions, so this will happen at the same time. 7, that may kill him. Let's see here. Or at least take him out of the fight. Yep, he's going to be out of the fight. So, but first I get my bull rushes on you guys.
I'm
So-
holding my breath.
You got 2 on Falcaro. Nat 20. So, go ahead and give me a
Let's go.
save versus breath weapon.
Yeah, I can do that. Breath weapon is there.
Uh-oh. Which one is bull rushing?
Don't make it,
Fail. So you are pushed in. You get save versus poison.
which is my best save. So
Nice.
I managed to hold my breath before I go into it.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. So then you kill the other one. I've got one that's attacking you as well. 19, cheapers. You take 3 damage, Falcaro, and then I got 2 trying to bull rush Lex. That's 20. Sorry, Dave. Oh, man. So, well, yeah, one is pushing you in. I need a save versus breath weapon from you.
No.
Oh, shit.
How many astonishing fortune do we have?
One left, I think.
We do.
Okay, we gotta leave it for
Tom? Okay.
now for Tom. Now
And I
poison
got-
save.
We have 2 left.
One
What is
regular...
what does the cloak of arachnidia give me for a bonus? I didn't get that before. It
to
says-
save? I don't know if it does. That's Pathfinder. Pathfinder's where neck stuff gives you bonuses to saves.
Yeah, we have
Well,
two.
it
We
was
have
in the description. It was in the description that there was a bonus to save versus poison, but it doesn't say. It didn't say what.
Oh, no, that's only versus spider poison.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you failed that, and then the fail versus poison, yeah, succeed. So you likewise, the two of you, as these guys are pushing you in, you both spare a look at each other, you hold your breath, and get your way in. And I got one more attack on you. A 2 is not going to do it. Derek is trying to recover. We've got one guy running over to Cola. This guy's got nothing to do now, so let's start running him around. Oh, actually, he can, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Okay, so I got one more attack on Lex, is not going to do it. And then, Cola, have I rolled my attacks on you yet?
No.
Okay. Here we go.
You're too excited about the attack.
Okay,
I think I should be dropping another hit point at this turn, shouldn't I?
you should, yep. Yep, end of the round, you will drop one more. So then, let's see here. Cola, you take 7 points of damage in total.
Jeez.
From the... so they're just trying to hit at you, and you're trying to keep them at a distance. And swing that dark steel axe of yours around. That is the end of the bad guys. So it's up to our heroes. We have Lex on an 11. What are you doing, Lex?
Gotta get out of this crap.
Okay.
So
Okay, so I'll have what? 1, 2,
4 attacks?
4 attacks of opportunity. Shoot. Okay. Only one of those hits, and you take 2 points of damage. Okay, and then go ahead and make your... What, are you doing an attack as well?
I'm doing a two-handed attack or two-weapon attack on the leader dude.
Oh, nice, Derek. Nice. Excellent. So the second one is not a hit. The first one is definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Come on. Ooh, a little bit. All right. Then we have... let's see here. Cola, what are you doing? Cola Hammerstone.
I chose poorly this round, so I am attacking. All right, here we go. On just, I guess, the guy beside me.
Okay. Oh, shit. 2 points of Astonishing Fortune left.
I thought we just had one.
No, we have 2. I'm
No, 2.
keeping track.
Do you guys mind?
Nope, I say go for it.
But if you go down and you don't have any astonishing fortune,
That's a good point. I'm not liking where I am right now. So I guess I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Then.
because killing one guy and having 3 there could still mean that you die in a round or 2.
It's exactly my thought.
Okay, so I've got no fighters that are up right now, which means there's no specialized attacks. So that is the end of round 6. We're on to round 7, guys. So
Cloud's gone.
go.
That's supposed to be 1 out of 6.
Oof. So, John, we thank you for your service. Mo, would you kindly, everyone decide what you're doing, and Mo beat my 5.
Right.
Okay, I'm on a 10.
I can't both withdraw and cast
Nope.
Cure Moderate.
No.
Hmm.
You can draw and drink a potion without taking attack of opportunity, though.
And you don't use a shield.
It's my movement, right?
Sorry?
You don't need a shield to do that?
To drink a potion?
To withdraw and take a potion?
No, you can't withdraw. If you're doing a withdraw, that's your action. Is avoiding trying to get hit by the guys, and you get to move a third of your move. If you are doing like you could draw if what you're wanting to do is get some healing on yourself. You could draw and drink a potion as your action and not take any attacks of opportunity for it.
But if I were to cast a cure spell, then that would draw attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, like you would have had to have decided that before we were rolling dice, because that's part of the risk reward of rolling that stuff. Is if you get hit beforehand, you lose the spell.
Right. No. Okay. Yeah. So that would just be doffing a potion. What's the speed for that?
4.
Okay.
Like we continually get it wrong, and I'm fairly confident it's 4. 3 is using an action. 4 is that, and I think 5 is a staff, maybe. Okay, so then let's see here. My actions are not till 10. So Falcor Hawkfriend, you're up first. What are you doing?
Doing something stupid.
Love it.
I'm gonna provoke 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks.
Okay.
But I'm running, so my AC's lower.
So your current AC is a 5
It's a 4,
versus...
It'll be 5 versus the first one and 6 versus the other ones.
Okay, so the first one is a miss. But then I got 1, 2, 3 other ones against a 4, and then I got Derek's. Oops, or against a 6 rather. I get 1 hit on you. You take 5 points of damage.
Yep.
And then big bad Derek. I'm using my black dice for his black ice hammer. It's a 19. So
I expected to get hit.
that is 9 points of damage you take from that.
Okay.
Girl, where are you going? So that was
Follow me and find out.
Falcaril. Then we have on a 10. Yeah! Bunch of guys charge in on Lex.
I'm not sure I get the strategy there, Falcor, but
It's called self-preservation.
No, that's.
but he had 30, he had
Try to
30 something hit points, and we're standing right next to the boss.
Okay. So the archer sees Falcaril making a run for it. He's going to try and tag him. 19 again. Sorry. 4 points of damage from the archer. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on...
Maybe he's gonna go heal.
7 on Lex.
There you go. Now you're thinking.
2, 3, 4, 5.
He's heal Tom.
All right, so 7. This is the crowd of small guys around you there, Lex.
But I'm the dodgiest guy in the group.
Yes, you are. Your AC is currently what, a 3?
3.
3. So actually, only 1 of those hits. You only take 1 point of damage from it. But then we've got Derek and that cudgel of black stone. He brings it down on you. And an 11 is not going to hit. Brings it down, and you dive out of the way. Cola.
And add Derek Slayer to your list, Dex.
5.
It's the 18 dex that's helping me right now.
Yeah, no kidding. 5 attacks on Cola. Let's see here, that's a jack dice. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3 hits.
Oh, no.
3 hits on you, Cola.
Damn it.
Yep.
Well, we'll have to see here. Total of 10 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Just enough.
All right. Then we have... let's see here. Lex. Lex is up next.
Derek.
Yep. Oh, that's your composite longbow you just rolled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it longbow? Yeah, that's supposed to be his sword. Silver longsword. Much different bonuses to hit.
Not that different.
Still a hit, though.
Does the 6 hit with the short sword?
Come on, roll damage. Oh, the short sword? 6 does hit with a short sword. Yep.
And you still have bless for this one last round.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, and what's the short sword? Nice. So that's actually enough to take him down. So what does it look like, Dave? As you know, in the crowd of these pirates all trying to attack you and get flanking things, he swings that big cudgel at you. What does it look like?
So I think Lex is like dodging and stuff like that, and then Barrick attacks and guard is down, and Lex stabs him in the leg with the short sword, and Barrick goes and then he comes across and see the gash across the throat, and then blood starts to trickle down, and then he just falls over dead.
Awesome. So one of his hands drops from the cudgel. The cudgel drops to the ground. He kind of blood spewing through his hands,
then I
and drops to his knees.
Throw down, or the rest of you will fall.
Okay, I'm gonna make a morale check here. Boom. Dead Derek. When it comes back as undead Derek, it's gonna be even better.
Will he be a ghoul? Will he be a ghoul? That's the important part.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we'll just find a convenient
He
crossroads.
already looks like a ghoul, so
Okay.
Hey,
Let's
Lex,
see
I
here.
was
So-
going to circle around and try and flank Derek with you, but
I don't know. Sorry, you can worry about Tom.
Okay. Let's see.
yeah,
16. So all of the pirates will immediately surrender. So
alrighty. That's good.
it's still in. Yeah, I'll let you get the. It will. You're still close enough. This will still count as a healing in combat. So
Okay.
you're gonna get the benefit there.
I'm going to tip him a sip of a potion.
Okay. Give me a sec here. Let me grab.
Yeah, we now have Cola's ring to help ameliorate some of the
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
aspects. I mean, then we'll
Yeah,
have to have a
I've
lot
got
of
a
good
few,
meals, but
assuming I'm, I mean, once you get me back up, I've still got a couple cure lights and cure moderates, so we're
Yeah.
I've got a couple.
Well, then also, like, what Tom is your ring of Baranar?
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I do kind of look at the ring as like a, if we have no other option.
Panic button? Yeah.
Yeah, because it takes a long time to recharge.
You're keeping a
Yeah, we
reserve of
have
that.
had-
What do you call it for the breath weapon?
It's pretty much like
Yeah.
I will use.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's just like if I have.
we did
but if
top
I-
it off slightly, I think, didn't we? Because we had that good meal.
It
Okay.
makes more sense to use the other healing first.
Let's see here. So then, first up is so Tom. What is your your Constitution?
It is quite good for this sort of thing. My con is 14.
14.
And
Excellent.
I've got the healing proficiency.
So excellent. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
System shot.
So 1d20 plus 7, please. And then a d6 roll. Nice. Tom has become a bit of a trooper for this stuff. Give me a d6 roll. 5. A vision of the afterlife haunts you and then fades as you awaken.
We've got a. So that puts him at what, 1 hit point?
Yep, so he's at 1 hit point right now.
Falco's just gonna
Excellent.
lean over and tap him on the shoulder. Says, "You've got to stop doing this, Tom." And then hits him.
Cola, what is your Constitution?
It's the rushing forward.
It's not super. Oh wait.
Who's healing Cola, by the way?
It's like
I
gonna
haven't
get over
gotten there yet.
Oh, one at a time, guys.
My Constitution is a 14.
And Falcor, do you have a spell available?
No, I've got half a.
Oh, I was with Tom, but Lex has given Cola a potion.
Okay,
Half a potion.
half a potion. Okay, so let's hear. Cola was only at -1, so +1. You don't have the healing the proficiency, right, Dave?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so 6. 7. So same thing. 1d20 plus 7, and then a d6 roll, please.
+7, you said?
+7, please. Yeah.
Oops.
You just hit me in the head with a dice.
I need to
Dunk.
put a dash in front of that. That works better.
Nat 20. Beautiful. Same thing. Give us a d6 roll.
Dwarven toughness.
6. Wow. The choosers of the slain pass by you, and you awaken. The ragged tribesmen speak of beautiful warrior men and warrior women who come to fallen warriors and claim them for the gods, for their primal gods. You have a brief vision of them kind of looking at you, and then suddenly it disappears before your eyes. These are strange lands. You've never been quite so far out, maybe in the wild areas of the Icewind Dale, but pretty amazing.
I'm meeting all sorts of gods lately.
Yeah, these lands are definitely rife with things. So, with Derek dead, yes, the rest of these surrender to you guys.
How much, Lex? How many hit points did I?
You're at
You're-
1.
Oh, I'm at 1. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Then-
hit Tom with another hero spell.
Okay. Tom, you gain another... Was his headset on? No, okay.
I might as well give myself a cure moderate
Okay.
because this situation needs to be.
Tom, you heal another 8.
That taps me out of cure spells.
Okay. So go ahead with your cure moderate there, Cola, and then we'll talk about what happens next here.
Cure. Hold on. Go ahead. I forgot the actual dice.
Yeah.
Which one is it? It is
2d.
1d10 plus 1.
No, 2d4 plus 3.
Falcor just rolled it.
Oh, thanks. Okay, cool. That works.
Okay.
Is that house rule?
Yeah.
I forgot house rule, not the.
Not the way. Yeah, as written, it's kind of it's far too much of a crapshoot for a second level spell.
It's like a longsword against giant things.
Yeah.
I should probably copy out the house rules and paste them into my.
Unless you're using Beargor's longsword, in which case.
All right. So then, Cola, how much did you heal?
Or
Did it roll?
He hasn't rolled yet.
Okay.
Alright. 2d4. So 5
Plus 3.
plus 3, so 8.
8. Yep.
Which would actually put me to 9 because I was at 1.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys.
These guys out there.
So all of these guys have thrown down their arms. They put their hands up. If you do a cursory inspection as well, too, you can see that none of them are wearing like black ice pendants or anything like that. They still seem very belligerent, and feels like a bit of a case of deja vu, because this is what it was like when how the Hammerstone troops felt after Barrack Hammerstone died. They're still clearly under the sway of the black ice.
So, do we know? Did any of the ships? They were covered in tarps, weren't they?
Yep.
So one of them's probably got black ice mast or whatever prow.
The masthead? No. If you take a look at the ships, each of them does have that, like, one of those little pendants put on it, but none of them have that mast. One of them does have you can tell it's something that's been added afterwards to accommodate the masthead. So there's a big chunk of wood that's been applied to the prow, and there's some stuff that's been, to counterbalance it, added at the back.
I think the Derek made the masthead black ice into his cudgel, is what happened.
Well, there was that big thing under a tarp that I mentioned.
The tarp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you inspect that, that's where you find it. And what it is this thing is shaped like a winter wolf. The whole head is roaring up, and it's beautifully charged. The thing is about the size of an anvil as well, too. It's really big.
So we need to put all the black ice onto one of those boats and set it on fire and push it out.
Well, I've got a warp wood left, so we can just drop it.
Speaking of warp wood, Falcor, you when you inspect the cudgel, you see now why it didn't work. Is that black ice chunk that was put on the edge?
Mm-hmm.
All of the veins that go down on the bark of the wood, or the grain of the wood, completely filled with black ice.
I couldn't see from that far away, so.
No, definitely. No, and I mean, like, at a cursory glance, it just looks like a weirdly stained piece of wood.
So are any of these guys from any of the towns? We'll question
Yep.
them.
Every single one of them are farmers.
And they were, like, press-ganged into joining the pirates?
Their attitude towards you is no. They were, we've been scraping by for too long. We're now taking what is ours.
Well, now you've got two choices. You can either go back to being farmers and joining the towns, or you can die for banditry.
They all sort of look at each other, and you can tell for a brief moment they're all trying to figure out if they can grab his hammer. Let's roll a random
I kicked it
reaction here.
away. Hopefully they don't go for it, because I will shoot them.
Yeah.
Right in the head.
Okay, where's my...
Sorry, my other healer was just talking to me.
No problem, Mo.
So I just threatened them that they can either go back to being farmers or they can die for banditry. And
And then
I was kind of hoping they would take the farmer option because I don't want to kill them all. but-
Fisherman, there's no farming in the Icewind Dale.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fishermen.
Falcor's got those gnarly scars from his mortal wounds, so he's gonna scowl at them if they even make a move.
So they're still kind of barking at you, like, what are you going to do? You're going to kill all of us? You don't have it in you.
I lean in, and I look at the one who said that. I'm like, son, I killed my own mother over this. Do you think I'm gonna quibble over a damn pirate?
They all sort of look back and forth at each other, and the one who said it kind of puts his head down, says, and you hear nothing further from them. Given the options, all of them will happily consent to sailing back to their respective towns.
Okay. We'll. We could probably get on a boat with just one of these guys.
Would let's see here. Everyone, give me a wisdom check, please. Let's see if you notice something. The polymorph dragon, or
I think that's what you call a crit success.
unless there's a penalty that's applying to this.
True.
True. Remember, Andrew, all you're doing is rolling a d20 and you're rolling under your
right.
wisdom. Yeah.
I keep forgetting I don't add bonuses in this.
Nope, no problem. No problem.
Pretty sure your 5 is good.
Evading.
Okay, so let's see. But your roll would have been a 5. So then, okay. And Tom, a 6. All right. Tom, as you're talking to these guys, is something weird. So you're sort of watching. It doesn't sound like you've been participating in the interrogations all that much. Maybe because you're just like, the brutal injuries you just served again, more scars that are going to speak to this lifetime of violence you've had. But as one of them is talking to it, there's just a way that the light, because this all is happening in like the mid-afternoon as well too. Snow is falling down around you. There's a strange bit of light that hits one of them. And you step forward and it turns towards you and Stoll's trying to put on a bit of a brave face. This guy's got he's clearly of mixed blood, darker hair that's more common among the townsfolk, the 10 townsfolk. But he's got sort of the blue eyes and the bigger, stockier frame of a ragged tribesman, maybe speaking to some different ancestry. But the strange thing you see is that there are flecks of black in the iris of his blue eyes.
Mm.
And it looks like stuff. It's not like a pattern or anything. It looks as if it's flecks of something you would want to get out of your eye.
After I notice that, I'll check one of the others. Can I see that?
Hey, what? Yeah, you're way stronger than these guys. So you sort of grab their face and hold it up. Same thing.
So what did Derek do to you?
Nothing.
I'll ask them.
Nothing. After a little, once we won't go any further then, Andrew.
No. It's
Yeah.
totally fine. Moving stuff before they go into the eyes. For some
Yeah.
reason. But,
We can any further eye play will be off camera. So yeah. No. What you find is that every one of them had to swear by the actual swear allegiance to the to the masthead by placing their hands on it, and there would be when they drew their hands away, there would be a cut.
It's in their blood.
Literally.
How would we cleanse that from them?
I know of only one way.
I don't like that though.
I didn't say I like it.
Hey, Kev, since first off, does Thomas point this out?
You see, I mean, if not, you see Tom looking at
Tom,
their eyes.
Why are you grabbing their faces? What's going on?
I think they've been contaminated. I think we need to destroy the. So black ice is quite difficult to destroy, isn't it?
We don't know how to do it.
What do you mean contaminated?
Well, I'll point out the blue-eyed one.
Yeah. Hey, hey! And he just holds his kid's eyes over towards you. And as soon as he mentions it, you can see it. It's like a speck of something lodged in his irises.
I think we have to just, well, if we dump this thing in the lake and maybe take them back, and they could go into some sort of parole system, seeing if they behave, and then release them later.
Assuming the speakers of the towns don't put them to death for the fact they were pirates.
Mm. Well, how many?
Maybe they'll.
1,
Maybe
2,
they.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Maybe if they swear to.
Guys, give me 7. Someone roll 7d20 for me. There may actually be other survivors that went down. I just don't know. Let's roll saves versus death here. There is one other survivor.
One other survivor?
Of the ones that you guys took down, they weren't.
Okay.
They were able to be healed or saved.
Okay.
You can let them bleed out and die if you want, but that.
No, Falcor wouldn't want to do that.
No, sweetie.
Falcor, the only thing he knows about this black ice is we don't know how to destroy it, and those that are lost to it are lost to them. So he's going to take a quiet moment and go down to a tree down here and just sit down and just pray to Solinar for guidance.
Yeah.
The only way he can think of is to get these guys on the ice and sink the boat, or on the lake and sink the boat, and he doesn't want to do that.
I think Cola might also be doing some soul searching here, because I think he's of a very similar mind. Would Cola know? I couldn't do this for everybody anyway, but one of the spells that the ring allows me to cast is Restoration.
Yep.
I have no idea if that would even do anything to cleanse their blood.
So restoration.
And I don't necessarily want to waste 10 charges on a pirate.
No, and I mean what I would.
For us, for the future.
I think what I would allow is that particular use of it. It would allow you to affect the entire group, but let's see if it would be sufficient. Give me a second here. Restoration. What level spell is restoration? Is it 4?
I have no idea. Let me see if I can. I got the book.
Yeah, I'm looking through.
It's in the main book, then I can.
I think so. Yeah, it's not in the main book, I don't think.
Shoot. I've got 2 magic. Hold on.
Let's see here. Restoration is a 7th level priest spell.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's in PHP.
Oh, okay.
That's why I couldn't find it. I had 5 stuck in my head.
Yeah, life energy. So the life energy raised. Basically, it's for energy drain. It restores something from energy drain if you've lost levels from it.
So that's not gonna.
Honestly, if you would use that much power for Baranar, probably. This is once again the gods. The Icewind Dale is very quickly becoming a playground for the power of the gods here. But if you brought Baranar's power down on this, that's a way, whatever affliction may be still affecting these guys, that probably would be enough.
Yeah, that works in line with the rest of the spell description, because later on it also talks about how it can restore intelligence and it reverse insanity.
Yeah.
So
it's 10 charges, guys. It'll
Yeah,
take
but we could
10
spend-
successive meals with the group to regain those charges.
So
I'm
it's
willing to do that. I just think this is something where the group.
how many charges in the ring?
There's 20 in total. This would take half of what I currently have.
honestly, Falcor's all for it. He doesn't want to lose these guys to,
Yeah, and Lex was talking pretty tough a couple seconds ago, but he's keenly reminded of the fact that they had to kill 10 Rhaegar tribesmen who we're resistant, and he doesn't want to do that again.
And I would think that a
With my
DM keen to see this kind of creative use of powers, that DM might be inclined to grant a 100 XP per level of spell used RP bonus there.
I think the main reason I'm inclined to this is because I think this is definitely in line with Cola, and he's still looking for ways to. In fact, you know what? No, forget that. Not explaining it. I'm gonna just look at them and say,
Do it.
you all have a choice. You've already made one to act against your kin and against your people. Take it from me. This is a road that you don't recover from. We can give you a chance to rectify this, to make amends with your people. I think I have a chance to rid you of the influence of this black ice. And if you agree to try to turn around and to make amends, I'd be willing to try to speak on your behalf to your people. I can't speak for how they'll react, but I'll try. As much as I was willing to kill my own mother over this because of her influence, I'm not going to let that happen again to anybody else. So I will start to... I've never used the ring before, but I will start to concentrate on it.
Before you do it, they got to swear, though. They got to swear.
Yeah, good point. I'll just hold it up. And
the thing is, so you're doing that, and then spare a thought for what you felt like when you were under the influence of the black ice.
Yeah, they won't. They probably won't swear because they're defiant and greedy and
And I think that's what you see it as now. When they're what was fearsome pirates and whatnot, sparing a thought on what the black ice did to you and what it made you do, you're seeing them now as pathetic wretches.
Yeah.
These are clearly, they're not looking hard at these guys. They're not pirates. They're fishermen. They're the same people that you met in Caer de Naval and elsewhere in the 10 towns.
I don't see these as any different than the guards and people and the other miners in my house.
Yep.
So in fact, I'm going to be, as I'm saying these words, ring, I'm going to be attuning to the ring and using it, and the spell will start to cast as I'm saying these words.
There is a blinding golden light that's coming out, but it's not painful to the eyes. It's bright in the same way that like a beautiful morning sun when you throw the windows back, warming and comforting. And as you bring your hand up, there's this pulse, and you can see up in the sky, there's the clouds actually part, and there is a beautiful golden ray of sun that illuminates this whole area. And the snow all around these guys completely melts, revealing the ground underneath. And as soon as that passes and the clouds roll slowly back together, drifting as they do lazily across the sky, you can see that even the way that each of these men carry themselves is different now. You know from experience that they're going to remember everything they did.
Well, exactly, and I think actually I will look at them all, and I'm kind of, as I said, narratively, I'm imagining the speech winding down as the spell kind of winds down.
Excellent.
I was once like you. I too was under the ice, the shard's influence. I know. Take this chance and do something with it. This won't happen again.
Okay. So, I'm going to put here, so it's for ease of reference. So the blue bar is your charges in the Ring of Bernard.
That sounds good.
Cool. And I think, can everyone else see it?
Yep.
There you go, guys. Great. So you complete this, and again, now they are all back to themselves. And there's a very, very awkward silence because they're all looking at each other and knowing, that every single one of them remembers the things that they did while under the influence, and none of them can bring themselves to speak. they are much more compliant and are more than happy to throw themselves under, on the. There's maybe one or two, especially the younger ones, who spare a thought of fleeing. You can see the wild, like trapped animal, like look in their faces, but the pressure of the group sort of carries them on, and you can tell that these are friends and families from small towns because they know each other's expressions. When one of the boys looked like he's gonna bolt, his eyes full of tears with what has happened, one of the older ones places his arm on his shoulder and gives him a kind of not friendly or whatnot, but like an understanding and caring look. And that's enough for the boy to sort of capture himself. And the lot of these men will now keep themselves they will definitely do as you ask. Each of them will set out, whether their homes are Caer Dineval, Caer Konig, or East Haven. They will sail back and face what justice is waiting for them.
We're going to hitch a ride with someone heading back to Caer Dineval.
I think with the number that you killed and with Derek down, you certainly will be able to have an extra boat because there's only, 13 or 14 surviving?
Yeah, and there's 5 boats out front.
6, actually.
14. So there's 14 surviving. They can cram 5 into a boat. So I think that, remember, you can comfortably fit 5 people in there. That's how they were raiding. It's just it's only 2 per boat if you want to appear like you're a fisherman. So if you want 1 or 2 boats to get yourselves back, the thing, you look at their loot, and it's rotting fish. It's knucklehead trout. That's what they've looted, because the people out on the water that they were attacking, they didn't have anything of value anyway.
What a freaking waste.
So the fish is...
Well, we're gonna have to sacrifice 1 boat, right? Because we got to get all the black ice here together,
Sink it.
and sink it.
Why can't we just tow it boat behind us and then just roll it over the side?
Well, true, but we want to avoid touching.
Yeah, I think that thing's going to be
Well,
wet.
we're going to have to touch it to get it onto one of the boats.
And we can put like logs and stuff and try to shove it up on top. That anvil's going to be a tough one. We're going to have to roll that thing with a pulley lever system anyway.
Well, Tom suggests we
Paul is a miner. He knows this stuff.
There's
Tom
actually
suggests
there's a makeshift leather apparatus that they've been using to it's like big heavy boards, leather straps to be able to move this thing and put it onto the ship.
Okay, we'll use that stuff, get all the black ice onto 1 ship. And
Okay. The downside is you do need to touch it in order to make use of that stuff, that apparatus. They were not really concerned about touching it and getting any further influence.
So I think I'll look at Tom and I'm like, my friend, I might need your grappling skills. Of all of us here, I've got the best chance of being able to touch it for a brief time. If anyone needs to touch it, I'm the most resilient.
Hey, Cola, didn't you have a protection spell you were going to cast way back when you were going to...
I know a protection spell and it's in my book, but I don't have it prepared.
Nothing stopping us from...
Actually, so I don't.
we could wait overnight.
Oh, sorry guys, one at a time. Sorry.
I don't even really know if that spell would help me. I never got to test it.
Well, this is a good time to test it.
But I don't have it. I need to sleep.
And then Mo, what were you saying?
Well, if they've got this sort of contraption, we could set it up on one of the boats, and we could just wait till we get out and then just tip it over the side.
This thing's heavy, right?
Yeah, and it's designed to affix it to that mount that Derek had set up on his. So, yeah, if you guys are going to sink a boat, I'm not saying you have to do that, but if you are going to sink a boat, that boat is designed to accommodate it anyway. So it'd be very easy to get that thing onto there, secure it to the front, and then be ready to bring it out into the thing. The other thing is, apart from a couple shards and things that were in the process of being worked, there's not really a lot of black ice around here, and it's all very small amounts.
So we don't need to ditch a
the
boat.
heavy gloves we use to fight with be enough just to pick it up and drop it onto a canvas?
For the smaller bits, definitely.
Also,
You know,
there's
and
got to be like a shovel or something around. It's not like these guys are completely toolless.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, they kind of are, though, because they've the plan to become a pirate was not thought through at all by Derek whatsoever. So this is really like, it's a ramshackle thing of a camp that's been stuff that Creedon could smuggle out to them, and what they could get off of the boats and they attacked, and off of East Haven. Actually, this is after the raid on East Haven, so they probably have enough there.
And it's afternoon, so can we not just stay here the night, Cola? You can cast your spell in the morning and try it that way. The night's not going to cost.
What spell are you guys thinking of?
Protection from evil. It prevents mind-affecting magic.
I don't know if it would have any effect or not, but I mean, on the other hand, we could all do with the rest. These guys are now, having been removed of the influence of the black ice. Hell, they might even just already be leaving.
Well, some of them can go home. They want to take a couple of boats and head to East Haven, and we just need the guys from Lackton and Share to stay behind so that we can go with them tomorrow.
As long as they're not going to backstab us in our sleep.
I have a question.
Yep.
I didn't have my ring on the last time we came across this black ice. So Falcarol's wondering, he's going to get close to it and reach out, but not.
Sorry, John, you have to remind me what ring you're talking about. I don't.
The Ring of Clear Thought.
What does it do?
Increases my intelligence by 1 and makes me immune to charm and fear effects. I'm wondering if he's just testing, breaking down, and can he feel the aura from it? It's still there?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just wondering if, I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not a fear effect or charm then. So.
Right, but the protection from magic prevents mind-affecting magic. Protection from evil.
Protection from evil, but let me see.
One of the things that you guys, so as players, what you would know is that there's sort of a hierarchy of items. Artifacts will always trump the magic items. So an effect of an artifact can break the rules, and things that would normally give you immunity or whatnot to those things could do that, could break those rules. If this was something, just done for your edification, if this was something that did do a possession effect or something like that, or a magic jar or something, I would probably say that it makes you immune to that. But this shit is something beyond just a normal enchanted item or a normal, an ability of a demon or something like that. There's something much more powerful at play here.
So then I don't even think protection from evil would even
work. So what that might do instead is, combined with your dwarven resilience, is that it may give you either an access to a saving throw against it, or it may give you a bonus to a saving throw.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, in this time, what we would do too is we disarm me, and the rest of what I didn't have last time were my friends and allies with me to help wrestle me to the ground and hold me while I came down from the connection to it. Whereas before I was on my own, so that didn't help.
Well, and the thing I think, looking at this thing too, the way that this differs from some of the stuff that you've been exposed to before, this looks less like a hardened piece of metal that's just a piece of stone. This strikes you as every jagged edge of this, or every edge on this thing, is sharp like obsidian. So this was where you could an accidental grazing up against this thing may cause a cut.
Oh, okay, then that changes things too. I don't want to get near this.
No, well, I mean, I think between the I don't want to belabor it too much. The preparations that you guys have set in place here, I think, are sufficient to make an attempt on it without really running a big risk. I'm gonna say if you roll a nat 20 on a D20, then we're going to deal with consequences of you actually getting grazed. But you guys have made really, really good efforts. And the only reason we're rolling is because this thing has such a powerful malign influence. Okay. So if we are skipping to the next day, we'll let some of the sailors will leave. Why don't we make that roll, and then we'll just sort of fill in the narrative of getting you guys set up to be back in the boats. And then next time we can deal with the disposal of it.
Okay, so I will switch out. I'll take. Well, that's fine because I think we'll have a couple nights rest. I'm not going to bother changing up my character sheet. Point is, I'll rest and prepare. One of the protection from evil is one of my spells.
Okay.
Cast it before we do this.
Okay. And let's see. Go ahead and make your d20 roll.
Come on. We still have astonishing fortune, right?
We do.
Oh my god! I love role-playing games so much!
Yeah, we still have.
Oh! So here's the thing, you can't spend astonishing
Astonishing
fortune.
fortune.
Can't spend it on this, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
But here's the thing that happens. So this is the way... Fucking brilliant ending. So here's what happens is you guys go through the whole thing. Cola, you guys do successfully get this thing up. You don't think that there's any issue with this whatsoever. And we'll fast forward. We'll fill it in at the start of next session what you guys are doing. But you guys are sitting around. You've got this thing transported. It's on the thing, on the boat that you're going to use to dispose of it to. Doesn't seem like you've had any issue with this whatsoever. Oh, and it so fits that you're the one who is afflicted by black ice before. Yeah.
It's got to be like a splinter. Like he didn't even notice it.
That's just it. It's a tiny little nick that he never really noticed, and it's not until he you guys are sitting around having a as good of a sort of meal as you can. The surviving ex-pirates are sitting apart from you guys. Cola gets up at night. What's that?
Is there a hearth at the meal?
There is. Yep. This is because you're enjoying it with strangers, so you will get 1 point back. Now the thing is, it's not just like you guys having a meal together. It needs to be bringing people in. So because you're enjoying it with the pirates, that's expanding your hearth. So what we end with is as Cola, steps out to the edge of the cliff to look out. The snow has stopped, so it's just a big overcast sky. But then as the moonlight kind of goes through, we see it hits Cola's eyes. And I think you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Andrew, but to the casual observer, you'd think that Cola's eyes would be black or dark brown, right? But when you see him in light, you can actually see they're a little bit lighter, except for the tiny flecks of black obsidian. And as he blinks, they seem to disappear. So
that's great.
That is okay. Where we'll end things. So, guys, first of all, Andrew, yes, you're going to get on top of anything else that you're gaining from today. You're gaining 700 extra XP for a role-playing bonus for that. That's great use of your thing.
Better be 5th level after this.
You guys defeated
actually
25 hit dice of adversaries. So the fighters in the group, you guys are getting calculate your hit point your XP appropriately. Then you're also getting, let's see here.
Well, actually, maybe. Because with the 5 spells I cast, including protection.
You also defeated the pirates of Lac Dinashir, so there's going to be a bit of a reward from that as well.
And 2 points of astonishing fortune.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Let's see here. All right.
I'm gonna roll 20 with that 20s. Come on.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Poor Cola. He's had a real run around in this. He should have never come home.
Really? All right.
Oh, and the only power that we have to get rid of this is in the ring that he's wearing. So, like, good luck taking the ring off my hands, boys. Also, you don't even know if you can use the ring because it was a gift to me. It was, who knows? Oh, God. Another priest.
Oh, but what can be given can be taken away, don't you worry.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, guys.
Drag your story butt back to the dwarves and tell them what happened.
So
I think I did get a save because of the natural 20, right?
Yeah.
On top of all of your whatever other XP that you're going to be gaining from today, from your individual class rewards and things like that, you guys are all, before your prime requisite bonus, you're each walking away with a refreshing 783 XP. 783.
Fun, Kev, I was successful on my sneak.
You were successful, so you get 2 successes on your skills. John, you get 1 success on yours.
Okay, let's...
All right. So, guys, that was... Oh, nice. Brian's out too. Hi, Brian. So, guys, then let's...
How many hit dice?
What's that?
How many hit dice?
Hit 25.
Okay, right.
No problem. All right, guys. So then, You get one night's sleep as well too with someone who has the healing proficiency. So bump your hit points, current hit points up by 3 as well. All right, so then for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 31 of the Legacy of the Crystal Shard campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game in general, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of this video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, if you enjoyed the session, clicking on a thumbs up or a like definitely helps us on our end. We so far have been able to express our gratitude to our players by supplying everyone playing in this game who did not have a new copy with a copy of the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition Player's Handbook, the 89 edition. So a huge thank you to everybody who has helped us with that by watching, by supporting on Patreon, or hitting those likes. If you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, I'd ask you to consider clicking on subscribe and the bell icon to be notified of when we're going live. And if you want to keep track yourself, you can find on Sunday nights, I always post the schedule for the coming week on the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel's community tab, and on the Twitter, and on what I call the Twitter, and on Twitter, and on the Dungeon Musings Discord server. You can find me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, and you can find a link to the Dungeon Musings Discord server in the description of this video, and you are welcome to join us there. From now as well until September 1st, so a little more than a week, we have 2020. We still have our annual charity raffle. And the charity raffle benefits SOS Children's Villages International, which is a terrific organization active in over 130 countries, providing supportive living environments for over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children from around the world. You can find out about what they do by following the link to Heroes Save Villages, also in the description of this video. And when you're there, you can also make donations. For every $25 Canadian that you donate, and that's about 18 bucks American, you get one chance to win our grand prize in the charity raffle, or one of the other prizes we have. Our grand prize is a copy of the Gold Edition, or Beadle and Grimm's Gold Edition Eberron Rising from the Last War box set. Amazing box set that it has everything that's in the Eberron Rising from the Last War book, as well as a bunch of extra cool stuff like monster cards and some amazing maps and a great DM screen and dragon shards and a ton of amazing things. To buy it new is about 300 bucks US. To get it in this, 25 Canadian for a chance at winning it. And if you don't win that, there's still some amazing other prizes, including the Emmy Award-winning Keith and Non's The Monsters Know What They're Doing, 2 copies of Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea, a chainmail dice bag made by our own resident armorsmith Dave, clad in his handiwork right now. We also have a Skittermander dice bag. We have a bunch of cool stuff from the Dungeon Musings Red Bubble shop, including t-shirts and posters and some other neat stuff. So lots of cool gaming stuff you can win, and the best thing is that all donations go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel, none of it goes to another middleman. Everything you donate goes towards helping the kids who could really use some help as well. So again, and then next Sunday, we will not be playing this campaign again. Instead, we're playing a special one-shot using the very same, this is my copy of the Eberron Rising from the Last War box set up there. The copy that the grand prize winner will be walking away with, or rather have mailed to their house, is still in its packaging. We're going to take another opportunity to showcase what's in there to try and make a last-minute push. So we're playing a special one-shot of Eberron using 5th edition. And we did one, if you want to see the what that's like as well, a couple weeks ago we did one of them too. So this will be featuring all new characters, a bunch of different players, so it's going to be pretty awesome. It's mostly our players from our Legacy of the Crystal Shard campaign, so you will see a lot of familiar faces there wearing very different masks. The last thing I want to say is a big, big thank you to our players for today. So Dave, John, Mo, and Andrew, thank you so much for joining us today, guys. Congratulations on defeating the Pirates of Lac-Dinshire. I look forward to seeing where you're heading next. And Kola, thank you once again for providing terrific... Oh my god. Oh, I love role-playing games.
I didn't even ding.
Oh my gosh. How far away are you right now?
I'm about 2,300 away.
Oh,
Could
shit.
I donate my share of the experience to him?
You cannot, no. All right, then. And then once again, I'll just say a big thank you to everyone who's listening at home as well, too. Thank you so much for joining us. We kicked this campaign off initially to give not only our players, but the viewers as well, something to turn their minds off of the ongoing and seemingly never-ending quarantine going on in various parts of the world. So we do hope, if you are listening to this during the current crisis, that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We do hope that getting the troubles that we've been getting our heroes in has been giving you some couple of hours of time to turn your mind away from the troubles of our world. And as is always the case, we hope this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the crisis as well as can be expected. And until we see you again, happy gaming.